Panthers and Inter Miami.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
An Odyssey station.
Tobin and Leroy.
Leroy Ford was one of the baddest men.
They call me the kangaroo.
Tobin and Leroy, crazy boy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but
Okay.
Friday, 10 a.m., 560 WQAM. You finally get what you deserve.
What is happening?
you tell me, dude.
So while you're here trying to be,
Steady wrong.
what are you doing with what is happening here with our intros? Why is it
Here's
so
the problem.
weird? Why is he acting like our song got stolen? How come you couldn't just go put it in the system beforehand?
Can I tell you what the problem was with Marco?
Someone stole it, dude.
Sometimes Marco sits here and he has idle time. And he goes, you know what? Let's mess with stuff.
And that's what he does.
Apparently so. Apparently so.
What are we doing?
Why are you guys blaming me?
Why are we blaming you? I'm not blaming you for the song getting stolen. I'm
Someone
asking why
stole
couldn't you
it,
just
dude.
put it back?
I have to
Hey.
find it. It's stolen somewhere. If stealing things was just as easy as
That's not
returning it, no one would
You
steal.
say?
I like. You know the thing that's funny
about
about
that
this?
I go over to help him,
Yeah.
and he's stiff on it.
That's
He's
true.
like, oh, how do you do it? I'm like, well, just let me do it. It would be done already. You're still staring at it. Yep. Looking at it. It would be done already.
So do it. It doesn't have the same tabs. I'm trying to mute the site.
Did you do a hit yesterday, man? Why?
I was at home.
It's not his computer. I don't know why it's not muted there. It's weird. But it's all set now.
Maybe it's the same guy who stole the theme song. He's out here
Maybe
messing with the technology.
he's just out here and he's making things a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
Here comes Miss 1005.
Oh,
hey!
All rise.
That's not when the show starts. What's
A
going
train?
on? A train.
A
Where's
train?
the train?
Wow.
What do you
Who was there? Vince McMahon? Did he have some damsel tied to the tracks?
You say, would you stay all night at the OK Corral?
The train
The
was
train.
there. All right. Well, let's get some headlines.
That's a
Brought
new
to you
one.
by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center.
Yes,
Why
it
buy
is.
your truck at a car store?
Oh,
Palmetto
no.
Ford.
No.
Len took his toys. Did you leave
We
his-
know trucks. Yeah, I took the.
Oh man.
You always
They're
got to leave one truck in the bag.
What is
I-
going on?
You got like 4 of them.
Here's what happened. Okay.
Maybe the same guy
No.
who stole the theme song stole the trucks.
I don't know.
Everybody sees those trucks on the table that I do the show.
Okay.
They play with them. So Fonz moved them. So then I grabbed the other one I had kept in the bag
Oh,
and forgot that one.
man. Crazy. Well,
oh man.
we
So
called last night El Perfecto.
Hey. a 305 parlay.
Dude, what a night. And I got to tell you, it lined up perfectly last night. It was like, first of all, the Sandy Alcántara, the best. The best. A star, a stud, a real horse. I mean, honestly, we should think about entering Sandy Alcántara in the Kentucky Derby because he's that kind of a horse.
But here's the great thing about that. He throws strikes. He strikes folks out. Guys hit the ball on the ground. When Sandy pitches, if you like baseball but hate long baseball, go watch Sandy pitch.
But it's got
It's
like
going to be a quick
on
game.
top of Sandy already doing that, then you add the pitch clock to it. 1 hour, 57 minutes. It was done. Now I know they got a 20-minute jump start, but like it's baseball. It ended before the Panthers' third period.
So you can.
I was like, what?
Let me tell you something. I almost called you.
Why?
Damn heat.
Why?
Everything was going great. And then it wasn't.
Yeah, but like I saw people freaking out about this yesterday, and you tell me this all the time. Why are you getting freaked out with something you've seen 74 times this year?
Right.
That's literally what they've done all year.
Oh,
When they
yeah.
got up 17, I was like, it'll be a 6-point game at
Right.
one point.
But here's what happened. And I'm like, dear announcers, for everybody, I'm talking about our announcers, their announcers, radio, TV. However, I was listening to it in my car when I got home.
Mm-hmm.
Please stop telling me this team is 1-21 and they're up on the Heat.
Yeah.
That added.
They are the worst. But
that added to my angst.
I know, but you want to know something too? There is something about the Pistons. Like, they always give the Heat headaches. They've beaten them. This goes back to last year.
We know the teams. Go ahead. Spit out the teams no matter how good
Pistons,
or bad they
Magic.
are. Pistons, Magic.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It's so annoying. But like I was like, oh, they're up 17. That's cool. It's gonna be close at some point. And they ended up taking the lead. But honestly, to me, like, the best part of yesterday's game was Jimmy Butler. Because Jimmy Butler
he decided to. You know what? I'm gonna pull a Kobe.
You ever see somebody
I'm not
just
gonna take no shots.
Yeah, you ever somebody just be like, I'm gonna wait until there's 7 minutes left of the game to start scoring, and then I'll just do it whenever I want.
Right.
Whenever I want, whenever I please. I was honestly fascinated by it. People were like getting all nutty yesterday on Heat Twitter about that game, and I was just like, seen it all year. Not mad about it anymore. But you know what I was thrilled by? Jimmy Butler. Because he's a wizard. It's amazing. It's amazing he's able to do that. And then the Panthers. That required a pants change after the game was over.
Really?
Dude, 6-on-3 with 15 seconds left feels like a half hour. 6-on-3.
How do you get that many guys?
Dude, they had the power play, okay?
And then a fight.
Then they pulled the goalie, so they got a 6-on-4. And then Ekblad got a penalty. 6-on-3. Ekblad!
So, I mean,
even though he scored yesterday.
I mean, holy smokes. For 15 seconds.
That was a long 15 seconds though, dude. And they got one shot on the Lion King, and he stopped it. I was like, whew!
So do you stall?
What do you mean?
So if he catches it, does he like slow play it?
No, it was like a rebound. He stopped it. There was one that was on the 6-on-4 that was like he rebounded it. It kind of like took a crazy hop, and it was like, ah! And thankfully they cleared it out. But
what was that again? Why did you go all damsel?
It was just scary.
Damsel.
It's scary. It was a scary.
Dude, the whole
anything
night,
could happen in that minute.
The only thing that was comfortable was watching Sandy pitch.
Oh, it was a breeze.
Because you knew, like, they're not hitting them.
1-0. Just cruising.
But we still got the same problems, by the way.
Yeah. Not a lot of offense. But he is the show. Like, that's, you know what? In those days, I'm just like, you know what? I'm sitting back and I'm watching greatness. I'm watching this guy.
I tell you that all the time.
No, you asked me to do that for people who are on other teams.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
But, I mean, you don't
want. Why don't you appreciate Tom Brady's greatness? Because he's the devil.
So let me get this straight. 20 years from now,
yeah,
when you sitting getting your first shave of your life because you finally let your hair grow out.
I don't know what he's talking about.
And you at the barbershop, you're not gonna say, young fella, I was around with Tom Brady, the GOAT.
No. In fact, Tommy already knows.
Because see, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this, and people are not only the people who were really around gonna understand what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How you feel about Tom Brady was how a lot of people felt about Jordan. And then after it was all said and done, now he's the GOAT.
Uh-huh.
You understand what I'm saying?
Look, he is the GOAT. But big cheat. Deflating footballs, Spygate. Very unbecoming. Jordan didn't cheat.
No. Jordan just knocked somebody to bleep out.
That's okay. It's his own teammate. That's a winning mentality.
Oh!
And by the way, you ask how am I gonna pass on? We're walking through Field of Dreams the other day in the Wellington Mall.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams. They're like some memorabilia. Yeah.
Right.
And my son proud papa moment. He goes, Dad, the cheater. Picture of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Oh,
Raised him well.
goodness.
Yeah. I was proud.
I mean,
Nice.
you got one yelling bum to everything, and he's already using cheater.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I would like to know, as a child, who was your guidance?
Who was my guidance?
Yeah, because I think as a child, being an only kid, you were left to your own devices,
That's true.
and
That's why I'm bringing the guidance early.
Mm.
You know?
but
Sassy
you're
was the
bringing the
only kid.
guidance that you didn't get.
Yeah. So what's the problem? If I parent petty, what's the big deal? I don't really see what the issue is here.
You petty parent.
My son doesn't even ask who we root for. When I swear to God, this is what he asked me. Whenever we're watching
Who don't we
sports,
like?
he goes, "Who do we hate?"
Oh.
I just
Here
love
he
that.
knows you're a hater.
You're getting your son into sports watching.
Yeah.
And he's going into it not to enjoy sports, but to hate people.
And
you're okay with that?
totally fine.
Is he ever going to enjoy the sport?
Yeah. Seems like he's having a good time.
Oh boy.
Problem?
Yes.
Why?
You don't. All right.
He knows, like yesterday, Penguins were on TV. Hate them. Hate the Penguins.
Not as much you hate the Lightning.
No, but they weren't on last night.
Okay. All right. I got you.
By the way,
Really hate the Lightning.
By the way, Penguins, how's that ass look, huh? Looking right up, huh? 4-game win streak for the Cats. Cat fever! Oh!
Didn't realize I was back.
Oh, it's back, baby.
Oh, it's back.
I didn't even know I was going to come in today.
Yeah. Wow.
Jeez.
What?
I got sidetracked.
Oh,
Joel Embiid.
yeah, 52 last night.
Nah.
Listen, are we just dismissing the 52?
Yeah, good for him.
20 for 25?
He should probably win MVP. It's a political award anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't think he earned it? You just think it's political.
Jimmy will smoke him in the playoffs.
True.
We know how it goes.
You're back. You're back. Say, did you get him a Slurpee after?
Who, Tommy? No, I didn't.
The great thing about kids,
Hmm?
if you ignore it, they'll forget.
Not him.
No, he's
No.
like
He's like an elephant, dude.
so.
Doesn't-
And where do we come from? Elephants can't talk, right?
Yeah,
So how we know they can remember?
they can always remember where they're from. It's an instinctual
That's an
thing.
animal thing, though.
No, but
My
like,
dogs, I
like-
can drive. I can take my dog
Mm.
anywhere,
No.
and they'll
Your
run.
dog
They'll
will
go
be
back home.
manipulated. It's very dumb.
It's very true.
Yep. Scooby, he could be stolen too if he wanted to. If somebody just gave him food, but an elephant will
Yeah.
always return home.
Why do you
Never
Why
forgets.
do you gotta include Scooby in the mix?
Well, we're just
Alright.
mentioning dogs. I'm just saying.
What about Sunny Bunny?
How do you
So
know
they say
this
thing.
though? This seems like something somebody made up. An elephant will always. Did you ask an elephant?
What about whales?
It's true.
They do the same thing.
No, they
Yeah.
migrate.
I mean, whales.
Animals that migrate take the same path.
Whales,
No,
dolphins are some of the
they
most
will
intelligent creatures on
remember
Earth.
What you did, and they'll come back for revenge.
That's true. They will.
Mm.
See, she knows.
I know.
You know what that sounds like?
Hmm.
Papa Bear.
Well,
That sounds.
that's where I got it from.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That sounds like her dad when he stares.
Oh, look, new research shows that dolphins have the longest memory. Take that, elephants.
Wait a minute. Like, so now he's talking to elephants. Like, I don't like, okay. My interaction with an elephant is like, how did they come to this conclusion? Is my
I
question.
just told you.
There's a lot of animals that can find their way back home.
Not like an
Nah.
elephant, dude.
Yeah.
Not like an elephant.
Cats?
I think they were just like huge brains. They got to have more memory.
Cats. Cats that eat your face.
What?
But don't cats know their way back home?
Yes.
Okay.
Cats
That's
just
what I was
roam
going
and
at.
then they just always.
You guys
If
are.
I-
You
listen,
guys are
Ev-
confusing.
I went to
knowing-
I went to the gate. I went to the gate and I was leaving, and I saw a damn Oreo walking down 136.
Mhm.
Right. So I yell out of the car, Oreo, get your ass home. I turned around. By the time I drove back home, he was sitting in front of the door.
Mhm.
Well, like,
Yeah, that's great. I mean, he also barks at a lamp. Like, you know,
It's true.
I don't know what
That
to tell
is
you.
true.
You know, like
Wait, dogs bark. What,
I know,
I mean,
but that's stupid stuff.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Elephants stand on balls.
That's impressive, dude.
Only
What?
yeah.
That is
First of all, that's
agility.
impressive, and second of all, only the ones that are captured and made
Yeah.
to be used for entertainment.
Pretty entertaining, though, I must say.
Did Jim Irsay free a killer whale? Did he free Lolita from Miami
Wow.
Aquarium?
Jim Irsay
I don't think
did
it's
it?
happened yet. I think there's a petition.
Hold on.
No.
I thought that he paid
Jim
the money.
Irsay?
There's a petition
Yeah,
to
the
The-
Jim Irsay.
Jim
The
Irsay.
Colts?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think he paid the money to get the killer whale to the ocean.
I heard it's going to be gone in like 18 months, though. Like, it's
Hey.
a process to get it out.
I imagine it is a process to get it out. I mean, you got to get a killer whale to the ocean.
Got to train it,
But I
too.
This isn't
think-
Free Willy. It's not the movies.
I just
I
thought it
think
was
there's
easy.
a petition to take Lolita to SeaWorld
What?
Take her to
I
SeaWorld.
thought
for a
SeaWorld was
bigger
done with that.
tank, and also
Oh, why? Because they
because
think she'll just get smoked in the ocean?
they think that she'll end up dying at the
Ooh.
ocean because she doesn't have because she's already used to being around humans. She's used to having a caretaker like that.
You know what?
So apparently the
It's-
research shows that she could die if she doesn't have that human contact.
Let me break it down for you.
Oh.
It's basically called Whale Naked and Afraid.
Mm.
Right?
Oh.
So
You
instead
really
of
like that show.
dumping
It's a
people
good show.
into the first of all, it's a certain type of people that do Naked and Afraid,
All right.
right?
Yeah, survivalist.
They're not afraid and they sure as hell shouldn't be naked. Right?
Yeah.
And then they just like I like when they do drive-bys and go, ooh, an ant and eat it. That's protein. I'm like, dude, if
An
you-
ant.
yeah.
That's
They eat
small ant.
ants. It takes them 17 hours to make a fire, and then they get eaten up by bugs. They always get eaten up by bugs. And then they sleep at night with their little fire. They make a little tent out of some trees. And then in the middle of the night, something makes some crazy noise. That's what, I'm
You
like,
watch a lot of Naked and Afraid. I gotta
I
say.
tell-
It
you-
does.
let me
You
tell
brought
you.
up
Hold
Naked and
on.
Afraid a good amount the last 2
Let
months.
me tell you why. Because I watch History Channel. That's
It's in
why.
a soon edition.
That's
for
why I
it.
watch my show.
Mhm.
That's why I watch my air disaster, Mayday air disaster, and then I can just go up through the channels. And there's like 5 or 6 channels that might have something on. One of those channels always has Naked and Afraid.
Mm.
So when I get a commercial and I start flicking through channels, I'm like, oh, Naked and Afraid. Dude been making he was trying to make a fire the last break.
What's going on, Greg? How are you, man?
Tobin, what's up, brother?
How are you?
I say hello like we've been friends for a long time. Sorry. Hey, Leroy, man, that scared and afraid, naked, afraid, whatever. I hate the fact that it's white people like that make us look bad, brother. Like, who in their right mind wants to go out there naked in some woods? And,
Yeah.
who knows? Something could bite the baguettes. Who knows?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we hear you, Greg.
But I'm just saying, like, it's just crazy. And it's 2 random people.
Is it always white people?
Yes. What the hell's wrong with
Is that
you?
true? I don't
I'm not
know.
leaving a perfectly good house to go play in some woods.
I just didn't know if every person who's been on Naked and Afraid has been white.
Yes.
Is that a fact?
Yes.
I'm kind of scared to Google this here.
Let's take a break.
It's the craziest thing. They have to build a spear and then they go in the edge of the water to spear a fish and then they celebrate. Ooh, substance. I'm like, no.
Find out if only white people have been on Naked and Afraid next.
WQA.
The Tobin anthem. Take the top off, dripping like hot sauce.
How did this become the anthem exactly?
Oh, it just is, dude. You know.
Gotcha.
That's what they say.
Just wanted to confirm.
You know.
Well, actually, he doesn't know.
Hmm.
That's why he asked.
I gotta tell you need to stop.
What do I need to stop?
Stick to your country and career.
Oh, okay. Let me get this straight. So I can only listen to one genre of music.
That's all you know.
That's not true.
Really?
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
Okay.
He
That's
just
not
knows
true.
how to blend them all together.
Yeah.
All right. Dude,
It's got a diverse
let
portfolio.
me tell you. We just saw some pictures from Naked and Afraid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I'm afraid.
It's a certain type.
Only white people.
There's one black couple, right? But they seemed like they wasn't there for the woods.
What do you mean?
They were standing together like they were on a date.
Interesting.
Would you
Good icebreaker.
would you have a UND just dropped off in the woods? You think you could survive?
Yeah, I think we could survive.
You know how to make fire?
I don't know how to make fire,
That's important.
but I'd figure it out.
Build a shelter?
Really? Because I'm gonna tell you,
I can build a shelter.
There's
Whoa.
There's two things in life that ruin relationships. One is board games like Pictionary or something like that, because we always assume that our better half knows what the hell we talking about. And it's a shock. No, everybody's not on your same. The other thing is being stranded. So I could just see you in the woods, and yeah, there's no way me and Big Spoon could be in the woods together.
Why?
Because she would want to be the foreman.
Just let her be the foreman.
No, because I want to get out of there.
You feel like she would
Sounds like you're
she
the
wouldn't
problem.
have an efficient plan, you're saying?
She would just wing it. I would sit for 2 hours and plan a course.
Seems like you don't want to get out of there.
Why?
Sitting for 2 hours.
No, but I would.
Big Spoon would have been out of there.
No, dude. No.
I think you're the problem, Leroy.
No.
Do you know how to make fire?
Huh?
You know how to make fire?
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah. I just take some eyeglasses and put it on the.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
No, I do. I
don't.
had to do it in was it not Boy Scout, but we went camping when I was altar boy when I went to Catholic school.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went on like a 4-day like in the woods or whatever, and that's how I learned how to swim. Because there was we were camping or we were hiking, and there was a snake, and they said we could walk around the snake or swim.
You chose to swim.
I swam my ass off.
Wow,
Dude,
good for you,
let me
dude.
tell you,
Sink
never swam in real like water. Didn't even know how deep it was. But the whole time I was swimming and kicking, I was looking at that snake.
Yeah, the only thing with naked and afraid that I find would be dangerous would be being naked and wildlife and all that stuff. Worried about if you're gonna be on some poison oak. But like if you just told me it's a Survivor show in the woods, I think that'd be fun. Like being on Survivor as a couple, I think that would be fun.
No. They drop you off with a knife and some string.
Mm-hmm.
No food, no nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've seen you eat. Dude.
Do you hunt?
You
Have you ever
wouldn't make
hunted?
it till lunch.
No, I think it would give me more motivation. I'd catch some iguanas to eat.
Oh,
You cut up an iguana, gut him,
Cut
and
it up, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. Some
man.
fillets, some guana fillets, dude.
some iguana.
Yeah, man.
You know what? This is the kind of guy that talks so much trash, and then they drop his ass off in the woods, and he's like,
No, I wouldn't.
"Help me!"
I definitely wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't feel that way. I will say, I'm not a person who loves the wilderness. Like my wife, I told you the story about her taking us to the middle of Central Florida. And she's like, "Oh, I got you a cabin." It was a trailer, and it was like $300 for a week. I was like, "You
had to know something was up.
I should have known, but she referred to
My
it as a
wife does
cabin.
that. My
I thought it
wife
was
does
gonna be
that too.
woods.
My wife does it too. I say, "Hey, like we'll go to Orlando, family go." I say, "Do we want to just get 3 rooms?" She goes, "No, let's get an Airbnb. Look, there's some nice ones."
Right.
Yeah, but then once they nickel and dime you, do you want hot water?
No, but
do you want the pool heated?
if you told me like actual like being one with nature, like I'm definitely of the couple. I'm the way more like I'm in, I'm in the water trying to catch reptiles, all that type of stuff,
But you're catching them for fun because you could always get your ass out of that water.
So
and
imagine,
go inside.
so imagine how good I'd be for survival. I'd up the ante.
One would think if I can do it under fun circumstances, if I really had to do it, I'd be fine. No, dude, it doesn't work like that.
Why?
Yeah. Every time I turn on the show and it's got people living in the woods or the wilderness, it's not good, dude. It's not
but
good.
like
it's not.
Listen,
You live up north and you grew up on a farm or whatever.
Yep.
Supposedly.
But you city folk.
I don't understand this whole like you're doubting of my past. It's a very
you don't tell us about your life. You make up stuff.
I've told you many things about my life. I've had a very weird upbringing.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I don't understand what
Really?
we
Really?
like I you know what?
Really?
I just accept you for you. You told me you're part amphibian. I was just like, you know what? That's okay, Froggy.
All right.
Like I've just lived life accepting that.
You had to throw that froggy on.
No,
there.
it just is. It's just weird. Like, he's like, oh, I don't know if I believe it. It's like I believe that you look like the Swamp Thing under your socks.
What is
I've actually
is
never
there
heard
not
that.
enough sports today? Because we have been
No, there's actually a ton of sports. You're the one who got naked and afraid.
No, we've been very revealing because J Fig gave us some information why she was traumatized as a middle schooler.
That was off air.
I know, but I'm just saying. Yeah.
You were traumatized? Jeez.
No, middle school kids are ruthless, dude. They don't care. They get in their little cliques. If you ain't in the clique, they coming after you. So yeah, and then this is what started this, because you will say you can do anything without fully understanding what said thing actually entails. Like, do you know what they do for Naked and Afraid?
They're naked and they're scared.
They give you a cloth to cover up the TV parts. And then in most cases,
should be
the woman has to decide whether to cover the bottom or the top. She covers the bottom because they both get the same size loincloth. And then they get chewed up.
One size does not fit all.
Kind of seems silly though, because like it's not naked. Naked's naked.
See, you think that they're going soft?
But see,
No, but here's what they
give
do.
you the cloth,
No.
If you have some kind of cut or something, you'll be able
Right.
to
No.
stop it.
And let me get this. Let me take that back. They don't give them a cloth.
Okay.
They can make a cloth.
They got to kill something and make a cloth.
Okay. Well,
but when the truck brings them out there,
naked.
They got clothes on and they're chit-chatting because they've never met.
Right.
These people have never met. And then they get dropped off in the woods and they have to leave their clothes in the truck. And they get a knife, a couple of rocks, and a little fire starter. And they spend the first 2 hours going.
Yeah, being with somebody I never met would be a little bit weird.
Right?
Never met would be weird. I feel like being with your significant other would make it easier.
But that's not Naked and Afraid.
Well, you didn't say that. I thought they were couples.
No.
I didn't know that.
No, they haven't met.
Oh.
And then they comment on each other's, skills or whatever.
Sure they do.
Right? Dude, can I just tell you? It is the only show that I've ever seen on my TV with naked people, and I prayed that they didn't show anybody naked. Wow. It's brutal.
Is Liam Neeson the host?
Another person who's naked and afraid right now, Dwayne Casey. As the Pistons have lost 21 out of 22 now. The Heat, they put on the Jets there in the fourth quarter, courtesy of Jimmy Butler. We'll hear from the Heat star coming up next. All right, 50 minutes in here for you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock here on the show. Heat win last night. They beat the Detroit Pistons 118-105. Jimmy Butler, fascinating game. Guy goes out there, decides, scoring.
Dude, I haven't been paying attention
Clearly
to the comments in these tweets.
Yep.
So I look over. The first thing I see is RVA Richie and Skeeter's buffet on your private parts.
True.
I put that on the screen.
He's not always watching.
I'm not always watching. I like looking. I'm
barely looking at the screen too.
Right.
That's usually for their giggles, J-Fig. We're looking at each other,
right?
Into his long, beautiful eyes.
That's very sweet.
Well, nobody's told me I have beautiful eyes, but you like
Jimmy Buckets.
In every picture, you have the same pose, which is kind of scary.
I got to look. But Jimmy was amazing yesterday. Honestly, goes out there. He's like,
I would like to know what happened when he just said, you know what? All right, guys, I tried to let you do it.
I'm trying to wonder, did
Jalen,
did Jalen Rose tell him something courtside? He's like, hey, come on, man, I'm kind of bored. He's like, all right, Jalen, here's the show.
Right.
Apparently, he said the Pistons were chirping a little bit afterwards, but he wasn't really bothered by it. And I don't know, man. The guy's just the way he's had a really great season. Don't get me wrong, Jimmy's been great this season. His last 20 games have been unbelievable.
Right.
To see what he does with as few field goal attempts as he takes. This man does not go out there and take 20 shots. He does this all in 12 shots, 9 free throws, does it at a 60% clip. It's so efficient. He knows his spots so beautifully. It really is. He's a real impressive player to watch because you really just see how he thinks the game. It's an impressive feat that he can go out there and basically flip this switch.
There's only a handful of guys in the league that are able to do what he does. One, and not be the size of Giannis or LeBron, and two, not shoot the three.
Yeah.
So when you look at all these other scorers in the league, they have one skill set that Jimmy doesn't necessarily use, and that's the 3-point shot. So it's almost like who's the guy from Chicago, from Toronto.
DeRozan?
Yeah. It's very similar, but Rosen will shoot the three. DeRozan
It's not even that, but DeRozan, I don't even feel like DeRozan's doing this DeRozan took a lot of shots.
It's different in that
it's like
they have a very similar game. Jimmy's game is more physical than DeRozan's, but DeRozan does shoot a mid-range, and he mostly works in the same areas as Jimmy. Turn around.
Yeah, Jimmy loves to run into people.
Right. But DeRozan doesn't. He also shoots the three, and he shoots more shots.
Yeah, that's the thing I marvel at. Jimmy just basically does this with a shot diet, and it's just it's almost like he has those little pre-planned meals that get he doesn't do a whole. We're going to do the
We're
buffet.
not shooting 20. We're going to take 10 and free throws.
It's really, really just an impressive thing because he spent that entire first part of the game, and it's so crazy. You go look at the box score because the NBA, you could break up the box score. And so yesterday he has 27, 8, 8, 4. 27 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals. Basically, all of those other stats came in the first through third quarter, and then all of the scoring came in the fourth quarter.
Right.
It was great. And 7 minutes, because he always comes in same part, 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Right.
So it's always that second half just sprint.
You think Spo looked down at him and, hey, what are we doing?
Actually, Spo said something yesterday that gave me the goosies. He did because he's like, and he was being like a little.
Is it recorded? Can we hear it?
I don't know if we have that cut specifically. That's not what I asked Marcos for, but he said something to the effect of, he was like, he reminds me of a certain someone when he gets into these modes. I'm not going to tell you who. You guys can go figure that out. Obviously, he's talking about Dwayne.
Yeah.
He's talking about D-Wade. And I was like, oh, that's good.
But even D-Wade's hasn't he had he had a streak where he made 6 or 7 threes. Like Jimmy's never really had that.
But they are very
Very similar.
They're very similar.
Yeah.
They're like D Wade always said, I'm not a shooter, I'm a shot maker. You know,
Right.
like he
And we're
went
just, right.
and Spose referred to, he goes, yeah, they're similar in that, like, and not this specific, but he's like, yeah, they're killers. You can't just think you're
Because
gonna box them
Jimmy,
in.
like Jimmy will get into a spot on the floor, and you know that's not his spot, but he'll create a shot, make it.
They have these instinctual things of like getting in passing lanes. D Wade was always like, I mean, you know, one of the best shot blocking guards, if not the best shot blocking guard ever, because of his wingspan. And Jimmy's got this thing where he could just figure out where a guy is going to pass the ball. He gets right in the passing lane. Except yesterday he did that 4 times and decided not going to score, going to give it to somebody else.
Right.
It was hilarious.
Struce has been coming on.
Struce has been coming on.
Namdi.
Gabe Vincent.
Namdi. Namdi. Where did he go? 5 for 5 at one point from 3?
He was killing it. I think he had 6
5 for
downtown.
6.
Yeah,
5 for
he
6.
killed it.
Yeah.
But here's Jimmy Buckets after the game. This is him in the locker room.
Were you super intentional about just setting other guys up?
I like to pass the ball, move the ball, get my guys involved, and then if I need to score, I feel like I can score whenever I need to.
And you did that in the fourth, but you also were having a running conversation with somebody over there on that Detroit bench. Anybody just get under your skin a little bit over there?
No, not under my skin, but there was like, make him go left. I was like, I can go left. Make him go right, make him shoot a jumper. It's like, okay now. But it was fun. It's competing at its finest, but they're a really, really, really good young team, and they're only going to get better. So I got a lot of respect for everybody on that side of the basketball, but it's just some no harm, no foul type chatter.
When you come back, do you take a peek to see what Brooklyn's done, or you just head down, win these 4 games, and be fine?
I don't pay attention. You know, wherever we end up is wherever we end up. We're supposed to win. I think we need to do a better job of worrying about ourselves, let them worry about them, and wherever we end up, we're happy with, and we're going to win.
Jimmy, obviously, you turned it on. You can turn it on. You did turn it on the fourth, but should that have been needed in a game like this? Is there a certain disappointment to play a team like this? Has lost 21 of his last 22, had 7 players out. For a team like your team that figures you're a quality playoff team, should it have come down to that?
We won. That's all that matters. If we would have lost, then you could ask me that question. But as long as we win, I don't care how we do it. I don't care who scores. I don't care who's passing, but who's rebounding the basketball. We just need to win as a unit.
Coach said he came in here and he compared you to a very prominent former Miami Heat player in how you can take over games. I know you're very fond of that former Miami Heat player. What's it like to hear that from Coach?
It's like a blessing and a curse, because he is, without a doubt, one of the greats, you know, as you see the news of him being in the Hall of Fame. But then it's like every time you do anything, that's who you get compared to. And I love him to death, but my goodness, it's hard to be compared to him every step of the way. But like I said, it is a blessing as well.
Yeah, well, too bad, dude. Sorry. Like, you know, he brought you here. You guys went to the same school. It's a little hard not to have the parent. You guys have, you know, a lot of similarities to your game.
And he's 5 inches taller.
It's a, you know, yeah, it's a little hard not to. Sorry.
People don't realize how tall Jimmy is.
Yeah.
Jimmy's not small.
No, he's not a small dude.
Yeah.
He's not. He's you know, but
that question was a little annoying to me.
Ira's question about the was this necessary?
Yeah, like Ira's been with this team all year. Ask yourself that question.
This franchise the whole time,
right? But that's what I'm saying. Like
the only
they
thing,
played like this all year.
You
know what I said? Here's what I was thinking watching the game. Jimmy, why are you playing with your food?
Right. But that's but that's the thing. Like, yeah, it's annoying. They are the worst team in the league. They have some talent, I will say. Like, I look at a lot of those guys.
Of talent on that team.
Like, I can't believe they haven't run into one where it's been. But I get it. I get any Heat fan that wants to sit here and you want to be. But like, come on, dude. You watched that last 7 minutes of that game yesterday. You watched your best player do that, and you were like, "Damn, this guy's good." Like that. That's really what I came out of it with. Like,
we knew that.
No, I know, but like you'd like to see stuff like that. Like if another team star does that, you don't bitch about, oh, it was against the Pistons. Like Celtics fans won't do that if it's Tatum. Sixers fans certainly won't do that if it's Embiid. Your guy went out there and did something. He had a perfect fourth quarter. He couldn't be stopped. He was showboating. It was fun. Yeah. All right. They blew another lead to a bad team. Dude, they've been doing that for 6 months. No, what?
Wait a minute. Now you're starting to.
No, but it's like, I'm going to sit here after that game. If they would have lost, great. Yeah, obviously, that's horrible. But, like, come on. Let's have a little fun. It was a fun night. Sandman was excellent. Jimmy was excellent. Alex Lyon was excellent. Tkachuk was excellent. Some excellence last night.
It was a great South Florida sporting night.
It was.
I don't know, man. I think it's hilarious. Like, they're asking questions like this team hasn't been this all year. At some point, like the questions have to change because you've seen this all year. Like, what makes this team so frustrating? Not their talent. It's not their effort. It's not any of that. It's the fact that we are all fans of a team that can beat anybody by 20 and then lose to anybody by 20. And that's, to me, more frightening than naked and afraid. Because you don't know what you're getting every night.
Gameboy 305 says, Kyle Lowry doesn't play with his food. He gets down to business.
Point for Twitcher. It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Chris Sims can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock here on the show. I got a little Rats Off a Ship coming up later on in today's program, as it is a Wednesday hump day here on the program. So we'll get to that. And Jim Crutchfield is going to join us today. He's the head coach of Nova Southeastern University. Just had a perfect season. Perfect season.
They just won the national championship.
Just won the Natty. Had a perfect season.
Damn.
And so we'll talk to the Sharks head
I gotta
coach coming
tell
up.
you, a lot of success going on down here in sports where people aren't really looking for excellence.
I know.
You had 2 South Florida teams go to the Final Four in D1, and then you have one win the national championship. And was it D2?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like, I mean, what did they do? Did they go down Davie Road?
I don't know. We could ask him. You got like what was the celebration like?
I mean,
you ask him.
No, I'm not asking. Well, it was like
You don't have to ask him what the parade was. You just ask him what the celebration was like.
I mean, somebody actually when we were
oh, excuse me. Take it easy.
When we were doing the tournament and talking about the tournament, somebody chimed in and said, let us know, hey, Nova's in the Final Four for D2.
Yep. So he'll come up in the 12 o'clock hour. We'll talk to him. Let's get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
This is a cool cat.
Look at I'm feeling these sleeves, boy.
Oh, juicy.
Get ready.
I'm feeling a lot more than those sleeves, if I had to be honest.
Now that
-1.
Can I just say?
I love how we all had the same
-1.
reaction.
What?
Congratulations. You top macaroni cheese fingers for the week.
You know what? I don't think anything can top that.
You just accused someone's grandmother of being Frida Kahlo.
I thought that was her grandmother.
Seriously, are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't know who that was.
How?
I don't know art.
She's iconic.
I don't know what artists look like. I don't know what Michelangelo looks like. I think he looks like a Ninja Turtle.
It's a good question, actually.
We're referring to the
There's no
Amazon.
way you escaped that image.
I've seen that. I think now that you said that, I've seen that image, but I thought that was her grandmother.
Famous?
Yeah, I didn't know that was somebody famous.
I
haven't broken down the commercial, J-Fig.
You don't even know what I thought when I first saw it.
We were watching.
I thought it was Prince.
What is wrong with you?
We're talking about the
cultured.
that Amazon commercial has been in my head all day because of the song. There's a cool cat. That Queen song.
Yeah.
And so like the girl ends up dressing like Freddie Mercury because she's got a mustache. But when she at one point looks at this photo in her lip, I thought that was her grandmother. I didn't know that was an artist. My bad.
I think you should have put 2 and 2 together when it was just going from icon to icon.
No. I thought they were going from mustache to mustache.
I thought it was mustache.
They did. Iconic mustache, all 3 of them.
Okay, well, it's not a mustache. It's a unibrow.
Correct. That's what she's most famous for. But in that picture, she had a little fun.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought she was like, grandma, she had a mustache. I lived my life with a mustache.
We call that a little bit of vehicular homicide right above the upper lip. I'm gonna tell you, was she in high school?
Who, the kid?
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't really get like the
don't
whole
know.
script. I don't know
Yeah.
like the backstory. It's
I'll ask
30
her
seconds
next time I
long.
see her.
I'm just saying, if she's in high school, man, could you imagine when she's 30?
Maybe it'll get better.
I don't know. Maybe she'll look like Raleigh.
Can I
Finley.
just tell you?
You know what? She has
Man.
more, she has more facial hair than Tobin does.
Yes. Yes.
Well, it's only
Wait.
because I choose to, though. You know, I
Really?
yeah.
No, because
You didn't
you're
shave this
growing-
morning.
If I
yeah,
wanted
you're
to.
No,
growing
you
it
didn't
out
shave
right
this
now,
morning.
and this is
You
what
did
it
not
looks
shave.
like.
I've already
Dude.
shaved. I've already shaved
You know
today.
You
what?
did
Just
not
don't
shave
Swear to
this
God, I
morning.
did. Swear to God,
You didn't shave.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Whiskers are still in my.
Can I ask you a
suit.
question? If you
Sure.
shave so much, you never have a razor cut?
I'm like a surgeon, dude. Never happens,
Dude, let me tell you. This part right here.
Yeah.
Those areas get cut.
Nah, not me.
There's always a cut.
Not me.
Yeah.
I'm like a samurai.
Can you do us a favor and not shave till like Tuesday?
I'm not gonna do any favors. I'm gonna look how I want to
He's
look.
not gonna because
I'm gonna look how I want to look.
this is a week right here.
It's
I
not a week
wanna
of growth.
see
It's not a
how-
week, dude.
So you wait.
It's hours.
You shave.
I shaved today at 7:14 a.m.
You shave every
For
morning.
sure.
every morning, dude, or night.
You're looking.
I'm
at
gonna
me.
have a
swear to God,
conversation with
like-
the.
That's a
I
lot.
look like if Vince McMahon tonight if I wanted to, but I choose not to because I'm not gonna fall to your peer pressure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You mean
There's no
you don't
way.
want to put your hair on the in the unnecessary stress to
No,
grow?
I don't need to. I am what I am. You know, I like how I look.
Which is no facial hair.
No, dude, I have facial hair. If I wanted it, I'd be like a chiba. You know.
Okay, don't shave
Gets
till
all itchy.
Friday. Till Friday.
No, I can't. I got tomorrow. I got UFC press conference. JFA. I got to look like a professional.
Just keep rubbing it in our faces. Okay, shave Thursday.
Nope.
Come on, just 2 more days.
Why does your beard get itchy and Irish?
I was trying to do some ASMR for the radio.
Wait,
audience.
you know why, Marcos? Because he's never had one.
No, that's not true. It's
You
not true.
show me a picture with you with facial hair.
Well, this is how I
I
like to
did
look.
show you yesterday.
You know, I don't want to be. I don't want to stun people like the dude who's the caddy for the Masters. Who's that
The
guy?
no
that they have?
beard guy.
What happened to him?
Man.
He used to be on Golf Channel, and he kind of does his own.
No, I know, I get it, but like, he's known for the beard. I was taken aback when he's clean shaven.
And he's like 5'2".
Well, I knew that, but I was.
Yeah.
What happened to his beard?
I don't know.
What's up with that?
Right. Why are you upset he got rid of it?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it worked for him.
Uh.
You know? Why? What are you looking at me like that for?
I'm looking at you like you were just jealous.
No.
Because you can't grow facial
No,
hair.
I like how I look.
Huh?
I like how I look.
Is that why you make fun of Marcos?
For what?
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
You're envious of his.
Marcos has a glorious beard.
Oh, thank you.
Weird toes.
Okay.
But, you know, no, I don't make fun of him.
Do without that last part.
Just dump it.
Just dump it.
He should be proud that he lives on a lily pad. I don't understand what the problem is.
All right.
You know?
Yes.
Don't know how did we
Man.
get here. Don't know how we got
Like I mean, like imagine like he's
Could
had
you
a
imagine?
what a hell of a
Could
broadcast.
you imagine
what-
Could you imagine walking by some lily pads and you're ribbit?
What a career he's had. He's producing this show. He used to be the spokesperson for Kellogg's Smacks. Like, you know,
Wow, really good.
it's like, you know,
WB. I had a stint with the WB.
Hello, my darling. Hello, my darling.
you know, he's best friends with
Imagine you're
No,
walking by a pond and all you see is
But
Marcos.
no.
Like,
They made the 2023 version of it that singing frog raps.
Listen, like Marcos and I could look like the Muppets. I could look like Gonzo with my nose, and he could look like Kermit.
Where people walk
Yeah,
by,
but
they
all
just
of
give
those,
you,
all those have hair.
Gonzo didn't have hair.
Oh, really?
He has feathers. It's a bird, you idiot.
Well, better stay away.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool cat.
And
That should be the Panthers' victory song. I like that song.
Oh, yeah, that is. a good one. Gotta get that in the
I
system.
actually really do like that. Yeah,
It's catchy.
it works.
It is catchy
Can we submit
That's
that?
how.
Who do we
That's
know?
how.
because
Like
they never really picked.
I have
a song,
I have
right?
so many songs on my playlist from commercials.
Yeah.
I do. I have a lot of them.
And they have and you know in the playoff Panthers are now in the playoff position. They jumped the Islanders and the Penguins yesterday.
So they're
All
sixth or
right.
fifth.
They are 7th,
I'll take it.
but they're in
But
right
we're in.
now. 4-game win streak.
How many games they have left?
I think 3 or 4.
So the season's in the same time.
Yeah.
Basketball and hockey.
Yeah.
But hockey starts earlier, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Well, the Heat, if they have the play-in, because they're playing now, the Heat would have the play-in on Tuesday. Next Tuesday, a week from yesterday.
And their last game is on Saturday.
Sunday afternoon.
So them old guys,
they need
to get to the 6th spot just so they don't have to play on Tuesday.
Yeah, well, what they need to do, they need to go 3-0, and they need Brooklyn to go 1-2. That's what they need. So the Heat have to beat Philly, Washington, Orlando, and Brooklyn has Detroit, Philly, Orlando. So
they're playing the same teams.
I mean, like, can't imagine they're going to lose to Detroit. They did just lose to Orlando, and then it depends on what happens with Philly. Does Philly need it? I don't know. Doc, are you going to play your guys against the Nets?
Look, when we get on this roll, we got to keep it going.
Oh, wow.
We got to keep it going. No rest. Joel has been playing great. We need to keep up that intensity.
I saw that you said yesterday, Joel locked up the MVP in your mind.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like he is. There's probably 3 unstoppable forces physically in the league. I would say LeBron, Joel Embiid, and Giannis. Like, I'm not saying that other guys aren't great and other guys can't score more. I'm saying physically, just unstoppable. Those guys are incredible.
He says Leroy uses a machete to shave. You use a machete?
No, I don't
like,
put
like Pedro Serrano.
Think about this. Twice I've shaved with actual razors.
Like a straight?
No, just like razor.
Oh wait, so what do you use? You use electric usually?
No, I use Magic Shave.
What is Magic Shave?
Man, it's black people stuff.
Oh,
Don't
he
worry
told me,
about
he
it.
told I don't know about this. What is this?
It's very
enlighten me.
It's like man nair.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't use razors.
Wait, so what is this?
So it's like put it on, wipe it off.
Let it sit for a few minutes, and I take it off with like a knife.
Huh.
Interesting. Is it safe?
I've been doing it for 40 years. But when I first started shaving, my grandfather was old school.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about facial hair. He shaved every morning, and if he had to go to dinner or something in the evening, he have to shave again.
I can relate.
Right? So when I first started growing facial hair, because we couldn't have facial hair at school, he said, "Don't use that crap. Come on over here." Sat me down, put the little hot soap. He had the old school soap in a little shaving cup, put it on me, shaved me up. Let me tell you.
A dermatologist that I follow actually did a whole video about this, and I'm really intrigued as to what she
follow a dermatologist?
said. Yeah.
So
I
here's what happened.
Watching skincare
My
videos.
face had never been so smooth. It was glorious. I thought that I would do this forever. Fast forward 24 hours. I'm like, ooh, it's getting a little irritated in bumps. My grandfather goes, "You got to shave right through it. You got to get your skin tough."
Whoa.
So needless to say, that didn't go well.
Wow.
Fast forward to a couple of years ago.
Yep.
When we did the razor stuff, they sent me a startup kit with the razors. And I'm like, all right, I'll do it. But if you do it, you got to shave every day. Otherwise, you're going to get bumps.
I know.
Especially me. Because,
like I said.
No, you don't get bumps.
No, dude, I know.
You got straight hair. Like, I got curly hair. So
You
the
have
hair
very
curls.
smooth skin, Tobin.
Who, me?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm an expert taking care of it. Like I said, the shaving samurai. They call me.
Will you stop? Why do you do this?
What?
Why do you do this?
Why do I do
You
what?
can't grow facial hair.
Dude,
Just
I
admit
swear.
it.
No, I don't have to admit anything. Like I mean, I'm already hours in. Look at me.
He just laughs at how
Listen.
ridiculous he sounds.
Why anytime he does something manly, he has to do it Irish. Right? Like if he's doing something manly, he automatically goes to Irish accent. Or you think Irish people are tough?
I'm not doing no. You guys are mistaken. Like, see, Irish is hi. I'm just doing like an ASMR for the radio ones. It's like this is my itch.
So
That's what it
one's
sounds like
Peaky
when he
Blinders and one's
scratches
Popeye. Like, I don't-
This is a cool cat.
Dude, why?
What?
Are you lying about your facial hair? What's the big deal?
I'm not, dude. We got to take a break, though. You know, let's end the segment. Back after this.
Miami
Card from Dave & Buster's to watch the NBA and NHL playoffs and more. Go to WQM.com and enter on the contest page. If you win, go to Dave & Buster's with your gift card and have a party. All on us and Dave & Buster's. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood.
Let's let this marinate for a second. So, are you like me and every time you hear this song, you're going to think of a girl with a mustache?
Well, now I'm going to think about
Yep.
Panthers victories, though,
That's true.
because it's the new Panthers victory song.
Oh, really? So this is what we play
This is what we're playing
every
for
time the Panthers win?
Cool cat. I don't even know what the rest of the lyrics are.
Wait, this isn't Freddie
They
Mercury
should-
singing,
they
is
should
it?
do that. This like they should have like a throwback day.
But is this not Freddie Mercury singing?
It's not?
That's a girl.
No,
That's
it's
not
not. Dude, it's
a
Queen.
girl. You okay?
He's a
We
fall.
went through
Was
this
it a falsetto?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
falsetto.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury.
Tkachuk at center takes a long look, a shot toward the empty net, and he scores. Matthew Tkachuk, a hat trick tonight, and a 5-2 Panthers lead now with 19.3 seconds to go.
I feel like I'm in a dream.
Yeah. You are in Panthers dreamland.
I feel like we're in a dimly lit establishment.
Panthers win yesterday.
Sipping on a little something, something.
How about this Alex Lyon, huh?
What about
40 mother bleeping saves.
You know what? You can't because you called him a bum when he
I did
first
not.
came.
I never did that. That's not true. I've never had an Alex Lyon take in my life. Never. Although, did you see Avi Garcia yesterday? Home run. Little told stuff love.
Oh, here it
Little
goes.
TTL, dude.
Oh,
Here we
okay.
go.
Little TTL from Avi Garcia.
It does not matter. This man finds a way out of his predicament. By the way,
Yeah.
you know what I was glad to see yesterday?
Tell me.
Caitlin Clark.
Oh, yeah. I like this too.
They came out and they asked her about the trash talk. And she's like, what? What about it?
It's like,
Right.
it's such a typical thing to make.
Outsiders looking in telling me, you know what? Put this in the category with, hey, white folks, don't tell me what offends me.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell athletes what they can and can't do if you ain't never been on that court. And what really makes it bad is the fact that the little talk that Angel Reese was doing wasn't nothing compared to what Caitlin Clark was doing a game before.
Yeah.
So for all these people that have this problem, are you going to admit to being racist? Because you didn't have a problem when Caitlin Clark was doing it.
I have a hard time believing they're going to admit being racist, but they should.
Right.
I don't think.
Right.
Keith
Is
Olbermann-
anybody going to sit back and go,
I don't think.
I don't think Angel should be criticized at all. No matter which way it goes, she should never be criticized for what she did. I'm just one that competes and she competed. So I think everybody knew there was going to be a little trash talk in the entire tournament. It's not just me and Angel. So LSU deserves it. They played so well. And like I said, I'm a big fan of hers.
there? But and here's the problem. So you see how Caitlin Clark responded. Angel Reese was forced to take kind of a snapback, attitude about it. So she was like, oh, y'all see somebody like me talking trash. Now you got a problem with it.
Yeah.
Right. And it almost made it sound like she had animosity towards Caitlin Clark. And that really wasn't the case. She was more upset that everybody came down on her.
There was something like they did say that they found what she did to. It wasn't Angel Reese who said it. I forget. It was Alex. Is it Morris? What her last name is? They're the one who lit up the Canes.
Right.
They said that they found the way that like she did. That they found what some of the stuff she did against South Carolina disrespectful, but
right.
They competed. Like it's not like
right. It wasn't like but and you know what? It almost made Caitlin Clark look better because she didn't snap back. She didn't get mad. She ate it.
Yeah, she ate it.
That's what trash talk is. You can't talk trash when you're losing.
It's like what I hate when pitchers get upset when somebody pimps a home run on them.
Right. But here's why you don't count. Your opinion does not count.
Why?
Right?
Why?
Because you think it's okay to come out with the turnover chain down 3 touchdowns.
I do. I just think tradition's tradition.
That ain't a damn tradition.
It is a tradition, dude.
That's a form of trash talking.
Nah, it's not. If
when
anything,
you pimp out an interception,
I don't. Well, here's the thing. We're really gonna give this turnover debate again? I'll do it. I'll do it.
No, you don't have.
My point is, if you have a tradition, you have a tradition, and don't get all scared of a tradition because times are dark. I don't like that.
You know, a tradition is running out of the tunnel and touching your little banner.
Yeah.
A tradition is not the turnover chain.
Well, then but why does Georgia have the same thing? Georgia has those stupid golden spikes.
That's their own thing. But here's why they can do it.
Because they're good.
They won the natty.
But that's the point, though. That's my point. Like, you can't just abandon a tradition because you stink.
There's certain celebrations. Okay. Take it from me. I'm not going to throw that line at you. But I'm going to say this.
No, you can say it. I know you played.
Okay. There's certain things in sports that are not tolerated if you're losing. That's one. You ever notice when somebody's down 2 or 3 scores, they don't do their touchdown dance?
Oh, yeah.
You understand that, right?
Yeah.
You got to know time and place.
You do have to know time and place.
Right. So if you're down 2 touchdowns and you get a pick.
I've never seen a Kane down 4 touchdowns, put the turnover chain on, and do the pony dance. I've never seen it. Little humble chain, just on the bench. Put it on. Take it off.
What the hell is a humble chain?
A humble chain. On. Whoop.
Dude.
Off. Whoop.
It's big as a person.
Well, it's.
I can't use the ludicrous line.
It's canceled. Even though they, were the ones we ran into were very reprehensible.
So wait. It would be bad for me to say that, but meanwhile, a little person could call me Evander Holyfield.
2 wrongs, dude. 2 wrongs don't make it right. But it will make you feel better.
Yes, I was going to say 2 wrongs don't make it right, but it make the one who was wrong feel better.
But whatever. I mean, listen, the turnover chain's gone. It's gone. I just miss it.
You miss it, but you don't see. That's the part is hard to get across to you. Like, you look like a dope if you're down 2 scores and you're celebrating anything, because now when you come on, that's like you talking trash to the other team. You know what you're going to do next time you go on the field? They're going to do this. They're going to point at the scoreboard.
Tobin, the turnover chain isn't a tradition, especially since Manny Diaz came up with it. Okay, El Borre, since I know you're a Seminoles fan, at least the Canes didn't make it a turnover backpack.
Oh, wait, let me tell you something, FSU. You were in no place to critique anything that anybody does at any other university. Exhibit A, when you put a Florida State glove on Martin Luther King.
Like he was running out routes.
Yes. Like, no, he was doing the chop.
Yeah,
like,
the chop.
You are off the board.
MLK turning into OBJ. Right-handed catch.
Right. You can end the backpack. If the backpack wasn't bad enough. So you're in no place to talk about your team doing anything.
Stun Steve says, can it be a tradition if it was good for only 1 season? Well, I don't think it probably would have made a second season if it wasn't good for the first season, but it caught on like wildfire, and you abandoned it.
You didn't abandon it. Here's what I would say. You didn't abandon the turnover chain, but it became difficult to determine when you should and shouldn't do it during the course of a game because you weren't winning like you were when you originally had the turnover chain.
Doesn't make it any less awesome. It's an awesome tradition. Like
what's even more awesome? The chain's awesome, but the chain comes out usually means you're winning.
Yeah, but here's the thing with turnovers. Turnovers are usually one of the most important things in football is the turnover battle. It really is. And so,
agreed.
Now, doing touchdown rings, yeah, too much, probably. A little bit too much. You went too deep. But I still think the turnover chain is awesome, and you're never going to convince me otherwise.
Okay. How about this?
You want to know something, dude? Guess what?
The turnover chain can come back the next time you have a winning record.
Fair. Well, it's not going to come back because Mario Cristobal got rid of it. But you want to know what? Guess what? Mario Cristobal got rid of it, and you lost to Middle Tennessee State. Had nothing to do with nothing. It had nothing to do with nothing. It was not the chain's fault that they lost. They sucked. That was their fault. But it had nothing to do with the chain. The chain is awesome. Everybody agreed it. That's why there were 100 copycats all over the country. Even pro teams were doing it. Who? Oh, like who the hell? The Cavaliers do it now. They have a victory chain.
Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yeah. Cool cat. That was just my way to end the segment. All right, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Nova Southeastern head basketball coach Jim Crutchfield is going to join us coming up in the 12 o'clock hour today. So we'll talk to Coach about his championship Sharks as they were undefeated. But before that, let's go over to our producer and then favorite amphibian. Kermit.
Yes.
What do you got for our mixed bag today, buddy?
I thought that was a sound bit.
No, that was Patrick Mahomes, actually. Didn't want to
Exactly.
confuse you guys. Mixed bag time. All righty, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go ahead and get an athlete's perspective on this. And you as well. You as well, Tobin. Oh, you know what? Leroy and Tobin, you can chime in on this as well. I was actually just this is something recently we spoke about the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese controversy, which really shouldn't have been a controversy at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
Neither player had a problem with it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just something that goes with the sport, you know.
Twitter ruined it.
Exactly. A lot of times Twitter does that. But this is something that came straight from the White House. First Lady Jill Biden had a proposal to both teams following an excellent championship game. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to get your perspective on it because I'm very interested to see if you agree.
Okay.
So I know we'll have the champions come to the White House. We always do. So, we'll have LSU come. But you know what? I'm going to tell Joe, I think Iowa should come too because they played such a good game. So, right? So winners and losers, that's sportsmanship.
Terrible.
No.
Terrible.
Clearly, she hasn't played a sport.
What a terrible idea.
No.
Why would you want to go?
So she can waive the fact that she has a ring and you don't while you're at the White House?
Yeah, why would I want to go to the White House and watch LSU celebrate at the White House?
No.
No thanks.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, I have never been madder than when Fonz played rec ball in Sunrise. And we would go to the awards show. And they came in last place, but they got a big giant trophy too. And the only thing that was different was the writing on the nameplate, but everybody got the same size trophy.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like-
you're covering the mic.
I'm like-
you're putting a force field on your microphone.
I'm like, hey guys, there's no incentive to be better if you think you're going to always get a trophy like this. Give them a t-shirt if you come in last place. Participation t-shirt. You don't get participation trophy.
I got fleeced at the cheerleader competition. I bought my daughter a t-shirt of the competition. Fleeced us.
Why?
That whole, I don't know. It was a cool t-shirt.
She was there.
I know, but it was cool. I liked it. It
Gotta
was
get
like all,
merch.
it was like Vice colors. It was cool.
Oh,
I thought it was nice.
How much was it?
$30. Fleece.
Wait, but they made you pay for a shirt that she was
Not only Jafik, did they not? They not only made me pay for the shirt.
You had to buy a ticket
to get in. It cost me $80.
Well, you know what? No, that does.
Wait,
make
where is it?
sense.
Orlando?
That's how
No, it was
damn-
in freaking Palm Beach Convention Center.
Oh, really? Because
To
I know
get
when
in?
we went to one of Fonz's games and they had the national cheerleading competition in Daytona at the same time.
It was $25 a ticket, and then they charged me $3 for use my card for $1 per ticket. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" So $78 to watch my daughter get tossed in the air for 30 seconds.
Jesus.
Oh, they only did one performance?
Yes.
She won though.
No.
Oh, okay.
I thought she did.
No, she didn't win.
Oh. Well, she did the best. that
Second
she could.
place.
Oh, that's pretty good.
How many teams?
I think in her group there were 5.
Okay, solid.
So,
It was
I
solid.
was-
They did a good job though. Like for her,
so she was 2 spots away from being in the play-in.
yeah.
Solid.
I saw pictures and she looked wonderful.
She did look wonderful.
Yeah.
It was only her 3rd time doing it.
She
gets
likes
thrown in the
she
air.
likes
Oh, wow.
all that
She looked
tossing and
very
stuff. She like
happy.
it.
She likes it. I don't like it. Toss her in the
yeah.
air. They could drop her. You know.
Yeah.
She like roller coasters? Is she a roller coaster kind of person?
Hmm?
Does she like, I don't know, like actual, not the teacups? Is she a thrill seeker?
No.
Gotcha. Okay.
No,
So
she's
you're
not.
talking about the actual move.
She's-
I'm surprised
No,
she's
no,
not
no.
terrified
She's-
because the last time she was up at a high height and she wanted to be saved, fat ass daddy couldn't do it.
Jeez.
I could do it. It just took me a couple of attempts. No, it's like, look, it's
It
like
took you a couple of attempts.
took me a couple of attempts. I got up there.
Yes, you did, Tobin. Yes, you did.
You had to get help.
Obviously, it took. No, I didn't have any help. Who was going to help me? A teenager and adrenaline? But yeah, that's what happens when you're the smallest 11-year-old. You get thrown up in the air. It's like being the fat kid in Little League.
I
You're the
remember
catcher.
one time we were at the water park.
Yep.
And it was hot. It was smoldering hot. We were waiting in line, and all of a sudden, I just start cramping up. Right?
What? In line?
I left. I got out of line. I went and sat down. I'm like, ooh, I'm not feeling good. I'm like, it was hot. Right? So I start cramping up. Like little cramping up at the water park. I say, Mel, go get me some ice, right? I'm going to put the ice on me and cool me off because I just was overheating. She brought back a cup of ice. Next thing you know, I was at the hospital.
Huh. How about that?
I was at the hospital for 3 days getting the IVs and all that stuff. I'm like, hey, did you see me season up? Like something wasn't right. I said, what made you think a cup of ice was going to help?
But getting back to Jill Biden, yeah, terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
She hasn't, and I will say this, is that the one thing that I hate about what we do in this country is we have people outside of a situation determining what's best for the people inside the situation. So while she thinks her intent is great and everybody else who's a loser and never won anything is going to think it's great because 2 teams get to go, that's a celebration of the champion.
Yeah.
It's always been a celebration of the champion.
Losers.
That's what it should be. And there should and Iowa shouldn't have a problem with that.
They don't. I think Iowa both thought it was. I think everybody publicly with Iowa thought it was ridiculous. And losers, look, there's 2 things with losers, okay? You don't get to see the president. You don't get to go to Disney World. That's for the winners.
Wow. Waddle, baby, Waddle came back with some smoke.
He definitely did.
Leroy, what makes you think a larger amount of ice would have helped? Stop blaming other people for your body breaking down. Okay, Waddle, baby, Waddle,
Careful.
jackass. You understand that when your body does that, it's overheating or dehydrated or whatever. And ice helps the blood flow to kind of temper that.
Yep.
And so it's just a temporary fix, but a big bag of ice would have certainly helped more than a small cup.
What else we got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
Waddle baby Waddle came in with the smoke. Tyreek Hill proclaims he will smoke the Chiefs.
Chiefs Kingdom when the Miami Dolphins come to.
Say this.
Wow.
Can I just say
like
this?
it.
Is he not the most pleasant trash talker that you know, right? because when he says it and he's smiling, everybody gets a yuck, right? Everybody thinks he's a good dude. Everybody likes him. Even Kansas City, they're going back and forth. Yuck. If Jalen Ramsey says the same thing,
I don't know, man.
right? It just certain people talk trash different ways.
Let me see. I'll see this on Twitter. I'll see what the mentions are from Kansas City. I don't think they will like it. What else you got, Marcos?
All right. From one legend to another, I'm sure this will definitely hit home for you, Leroy. This is Tiger Woods saying this could be the last time on this course. And of course, that is in reference to the Masters.
When you're playing this course, does it ever cross your mind this could be
questions.
the last time?
Yes, it has. I didn't know. I mean, last year didn't know if I was going to play again at that time. For some reason, everything kind of came together. I kind of pushed it a little bit and I was able to make the cut, which was nice.
Do you think this is the last time that you will see Tiger Woods at the Masters?
No.
Oh. All right.
I don't. The problem is that Tiger can only play 2 of the 4 rounds, where normally he could always have one of those rounds where he'll make a 73, a 71, or 70 and just hang around. Now he has to have 2 excellent rounds because he's hanging on for 2 rounds. And I can't tell you which 2 rounds those are going to be, or I can't tell you how bad those 2 rounds are going to be, but he seems to start off pretty good. He soared the next day. He gets some extra treatment, and then he plays either Saturday or Sunday really well. And you can't win like that, but you can compete like that. And I always wondered, for him, right? For him, not being able to perform at a level that he's performed for 30 years.
Yeah, it's got to be hard.
It's got to be hard. It's like, I mean, think about it. Jordan left basketball scoring 20 a game. And I bet you at some point during that season, he was like, this ain't me. Right? We look at the numbers and go, you still scoring 20? He said, this ain't me. This is not how I do stuff.
Yeah.
I'm out.
A response to Tyreek Hill. When you score a TD only to trail 31-14 in the fourth quarter. Just remember this video when the Chiefs emptied the whole clip on the Dolphins. You asked for it.
Guys, shut up. Chiefs don't scare me.
I mean,
LOL, he needs to move on.
but even he's doing it with a smile. Like they don't get his tongue in cheek.
Too bad y'all be down 20 in the fourth. This bleep hole.
Wow.
Shut up, bitch.
I'm sorry. What was that last one?
You heard me.
Wow.
Can we say that?
Well, I'm reading a quote.
Oh, okay. Well,
I got to tell you, kind of
Journalism.
snuck up on me.
Yeah.
This is what they're telling Tyreek Hill. So if you're wondering, are people in Kansas City taking it well? I would say the answer is no.
You know what? To me, I think the people that know Tyreek Hill and the players are laughing about this.
Probably.
Right? It's the fans that
It's the fans that get
emotional-
sensitive. No,
right,
I think he was
right.
doing a podcast with two of his former teammates.
Okay.
In Kansas City.
Right. So there you go.
On 810 Sports Radio, Kansas City.
So there.
But that's the response from the fans.
Of course. That's all right. I mean, if I ran that fast, I'd talk more trash too.
It will be good though. Hey,
It was very unfortunate that I couldn't talk trash because I couldn't run out of anybody's way.
Dolphins Chiefs opening week.
Is it opening week?
I don't know. I haven't come out the schedule yet.
Ooh, wow.
So they play. They
'Cause champ-
play
'cause
the AFC West this year.
Well, the champs always open the season. So
AFC West. They played AFC West this year.
I think so.
Played them last year, didn't we?
No. Play who?
Didn't we have the Chargers?
We did have the Chargers.
Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah, but we didn't play. You didn't play the Raiders. No,
They did play
yeah,
the
we
Raiders.
did play the Raiders.
Was that 2 years ago or last year?
So maybe they got the Broncos and they got the Chiefs.
No,
this
that was
year.
2 years ago.
That
They
was
played the
2 years
Raiders.
No, they played the Raiders this year.
No, 2 years ago.
I need answers.
They played the, yeah, you know what? I think you're right. Because that was the
2 years
that
ago.
was the stupid Fitzpatrick Hail Mary.
Right.
There was a fight that game, or like a UFC fight. Not saying there. So I think I do remember it was 2 years ago. I was in Vegas.
Yeah, no, they played the Chargers last year.
Right.
They played the Chargers last year, but they played
So this year they would play Kansas City, Denver, the Raiders, and the Chargers again.
I don't know, I'll look it up.
Because you play another division, you play an NFC division, you play an AFC division, and then there's a couple of games, odd games.
Let's see. They got the Broncos at home. They got the Raiders at home. They got the Chiefs in Arrowhead. Chargers away.
Right.
Cowboys at home. Giants at home. Eagles away.
Right. So no, they play the AFC East. They play the AFC East and they play the NFC East.
So
No,
but we don't have
AFC West.
So we have the opponents.
AFC West, NFC.
Yeah,
East.
but we have the opponents. We just don't have the schedule.
Yeah. You get the team, your schedule's done right after the season's over.
Let's come on, baby.
You do realize this, right?
No, I know that the opponents come out, but we don't know the order.
Right.
We don't know the order. We don't know the prime. I bet you the Dolphins are going to be in a lot of primetime games this year.
Why is this?
What?
Why is this?
Tua.
Okay, so if they're doing all of this,
Yeah.
because of Tua, why is everybody so concerned with Lamar Jackson?
I don't know. I'm just like, but the Dolphins are going to be in a lot of primetime games this year for sure.
I wouldn't be
Tua,
surprised.
Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, they're a fun team. But opening the season with them against the Chiefs, that would be fun.
I'm trying to think. So, what if they open against the Jets?
That'd be cool too.
Or no, you know what? They're gonna open up against the Bills
Why?
because they usually always do like a get back game With the year after we lost to Atlanta,
You open with Atlanta.
we opened with Atlanta.
So you think they'll do Chiefs Bengals first game? That'll be the opener.
No, because they don't play that division.
Oh, that's right.
That's why I said Chief Bills.
Lame. So sick of the Bills. Aren't you sick of the Bills?
Here's what I think. I am very curious to see when the Bills quarterback takes that turn like Lamar.
Me too.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
How they gonna react to that? Because we really need to pay attention to what's going on here, and I'm baffled at what has happened to Lamar Jackson. I don't even know what to say about it other than that guy has been your franchise and handled himself like a stand-up guy, and this is where we are.
Take a quick break. You got Texas 305-567-0560. Streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM is the channel. Back after this.
Overdo things. Eating up tails got me dreaming lucid.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM is the channel.
I thought Magic Shave was like a black thing.
Oh, it's not?
No, it is.
Everybody does?
Well, that's I was watching this video.
Well, the more of these products come into like light and people start,
They realize they're all the same. Some just are sold cheaper.
yeah,
So
then people try to find ways to like save money on skincare and stuff like that.
because if you buy
do it.
like Nair,
Yeah.
it's really expensive,
Uh,
right? And people that Nair, like women, like Nair bigger areas, whereas Magic Shave is like half the price almost.
let's get some headlines brought to you by New Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know
That's your phone, dude.
I know. CGI'd in there, Marcos.
That's my job, actually.
Marlins are back in action.
CGI'd in there.
Marlins are back in action coming up at the top of next hour. They are wrapping up their series with the Twins.
Yeah.
Pablo Lopez on the hill, 110 first pitch. Jesus Luzardo goes for the fish. And no Luis Arias today. I have a little no little trade skis battle. Let's go. What are you looking at me like that for?
Here's your little niche in life, right? I'm going to give somebody some TTL. Then when they turn it around, because I was probably a little too extreme to start with, I can say I was the reason why.
Well, I didn't give TTL to Luis Arias. I gave it to Avi Garcia.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
I'm just wondering why they have why isn't Arias? I'm like, come on.
Because there's 182 games.
Yeah, but come on,
There's
man.
100.
Come
There's
on, baby.
182.
Gotta have him in there.
182.
Little trade skis battle.
100. Is it 182 or 162?
162.
162.
May feel like 182, but it's not.
162.
Although last night did not. Hour 57 minutes. Mwah.
Wouldn't it be something? Wouldn't it be something if hardly nobody got hurt because they played these shorter games?
Huh. Didn't think about it like that. Maybe.
I mean, you think about a pitcher. Sometimes a pitcher waits 20, 30 minutes before he goes back on pitch.
He was amazing yesterday. I want to get more into Sandy in a little bit, but we got to get some cat talk here brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this out when it's game time. Make Celsius part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers. Panthers win yesterday. Huge win over the Buffalo Sabres. Let's hear a little bit of the action yesterday. Here was the first of the Panthers getting on the scoreboard yesterday.
Now over in that far corner, it's battled for Barkov out to the line. Mansour across Ekblad left circle. A shot, and he scores off the iron, off the goaltender, and in. A power play goal, and the Panthers have tied this game at 1.
Even things up, and then they went up for good.
Now behind the net, Jeff Skinner able to regather far corner, lost it to Tkachuk. Panthers keep it alive. Lundell, right point, Mansour, shot, tipped, they score! It was tipped in front, and it was Matthew Tkachuk who got a piece of that, and the Panthers have a 2-1 lead, 59 seconds into the third period.
Yeah. Tkachuk's awesome. That guy's good. Tkachuk?
Yeah.
Good at hockey.
He's everything that everybody expected him more.
Yep. He's been awesome. And the Panthers yesterday, they now have 87 points, and they have moved into one of the wild card slots. In fact, are on top of the Islanders because they have a tiebreak there. So, good win by them yesterday. Very important win for the Panthers yesterday. And it got a little dicey at the end. A little bit of a scramble. Here's the final call with Doug Plagans on the Panthers Radio Network.
Face off far circle down the right. Barkov on for the defensive end draw. It's pulled back. They get it across. Dahlin a drive. A save made by Lyon. 9 seconds. Dahlin to the line. Nobody home. And Thompson back to play at 4 seconds. Dahlin. And he fumbles it away. That's it for this one. The Panthers get the 2-1 win. That's 4 straight wins for the Panthers as they vault back into a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. A 2-1 Panthers win over the Sabres tonight. A 40-save victory for Alex Lyon in net.
Crazy.
Little sketchy.
Dude, 6 on 3? Woo! That is not fun. Let's go to the locker room. Let's hear from Matthew Tkachuk after the win. Here was Tkachuk-y cheese.
He battles. It's that save at the end on Okposo really sticks out. Just no quit in his game, and it's so much brings so much energy and so much positive energy, and it's really been it's huge for our team down this stretch going into the playoffs to have that type of energy.
How tight this game was? How big was your goal there early in third, just to kind of relax you guys a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's just easier playing with the lead. So getting that next goal and that one to give us the lead was obviously huge, and giving up the first goal pretty early, just settling into our game, getting one on the power play there. Other than that, it was pretty even back and forth. Both goalies played well, and we capitalized on some strong hard plays in the third, and the line king made some big saves.
He made some big saves.
Great performance yesterday by the Panthers. Why did you look at me when I said that with Chuck E. Cheese? That's his Twitter handle. You know? Well, you can't get mad at me. You do the same thing with Honey Nut Berrios. If they make up a name and I just want to roll with it, you can't give me a -1 or a look like that.
Something about when you say it, though.
But what?
Because you say it in that Tobin way.
Chuck E. Cheese?
Just.
Tobin's a show pony. I don't understand. What am I doing wrong?
I'm not alone
It
here.
sounds like a joke when you say
Right.
things.
I'm not alone here.
But that's his handle.
But we wouldn't know that based on how you do things.
Maybe you should know it.
That his nickname is Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah.
No. Never saying that.
Did you not like Chuck E. Cheese taking your kids there?
No Chuck E. Cheese in the hood, dude.
You've never taken your kids to Chuck E. Cheese. You've never been dragged to a Chuck E. Cheese birthday party.
No.
Get out of here. There's no way.
No way.
I think I have. And I've never been more miserable than just walking into that door. First of all, there's a cover for Chuck E. Cheese.
Is there?
Yeah. You got to walk through the cage.
I know you got to walk through. I don't think there's a cover, though. I feel like they just
really?
stamp you.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say they give you a stamp.
Yeah, they match you with your kid.
Yeah, I don't recall actually paying for the entrance.
I don't know why it cost me so much.
You have a
They just
bouncer at
make-
your Chuck E. Cheese?
They make sure you have a child with you.
Is that why they do it? To match you with your kid?
Yeah.
Damn, as a kid, I was just like, this place is awesome.
Nah, you're going to learn. You'll be matched with little tadpole.
Yeah, man. We got to have matching ones. So if I had like a different one, like, oh, you can't take that kid.
Nope.
Oh, man. That's so great.
I know. It's a good
Security.
system.
Yeah, I like it.
Ahead of its time, Chuck E. Cheese.
I guess.
We'll talk a little hoops. Jim
Yeah.
Crutchfield, Coach Jim Crutchfield. He had just had a perfect season with his Sharks at Nova Southeastern. Some South Florida excellence. We'll talk to him coming up next.
Miami
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Taking you up until 2 o'clock. We'll play a little Rats Off a Ship later this hour. You guys can catch us on YouTube and Twitch right now, Miami 560 WQAM, and on the Odyssey app, AUDACY 560 WQAM is your channel there. And let's go out to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 1,500 Toyotas indoors in one of America's largest showrooms at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. A champion is joining us now.
Not just a champion.
Just an undefeated champion. Head coach at Nova Southeastern University, Jim Crutchfield, joining us here on the show. Coach, congratulations. Undefeated run this season all the way to the championship. It's about a week removed. How are you feeling? Like, have you been allowed yourself to enjoy this over the last few days?
I have enjoyed it. We're trying to figure out how to celebrate here here in Davie. We're taking suggestions, a parade. We're not trying to what to do here. We haven't won a championship before, so we're right now we're trying to figure out what do we do now.
Well, don't ask any of the teams around you because they ain't won a championship ever. So
I was there before. We were cheering both Florida Atlantic and Miami on. It was a heartbreaking loss for Florida Atlantic. Oh. But those
I'm
are
more than sure
guys, great coaches, and both friends of mine, and Dusty and Jim, and would have loved to see him in the championship game. That would have been great for South Florida, but tough losses.
How is it, Coach, just the idea of going through a season and, like, you never slipped up? I mean, a coach is always trying to get the best out of his players, and I'm sure you've found ways to do that. But was there a time, was there a moment in the season where you're like, man, I can't believe we haven't had a slip up. We haven't done it. Undefeated is an incredible feat in basketball.
We went undefeated through the regular season last year, all the way up to the Elite Eight. And I told people last year, it just doesn't happen. And it was about 12 games in, someone asked me, do you think you'll go undefeated again this year? I said, of course not. Nobody goes undefeated. And, just ask the other 1,000 NCAA basketball teams. It just doesn't happen. I'm not sure how it happened. It won't happen again. I told our players, we're going to be good in the future, but we're not going to be undefeated again. Quit getting the expectations to undefeated. It really is a testament to the fact they came out and never really dropped their guard any game. Good level of intensity every single game, which is really hard to do through a 4-month period.
So let me get this straight. You guys only lost one game in 2 years?
We lost in the Elite Eight last year. So yeah, we 31-1 last year and 36-0 this year.
Leroy, he's drubbed my Barry Buccaneers by an average margin of 17 points this year. Yikes. So
yikes. That's like, I don't care what level of competition that you're playing, what sport, whatever. That's hard to be able to do that. Not even for one season, 2 seasons. To be able to play without some team in basketball making a bunch of threes, somebody having a crazy game or that special game to beat you. That's unheard of.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened. Tobin, I know if you're a Barry fan, they've got talent down there. This league is tough. The Sunshine State Conference is listed as one of the best D2 leagues in the country. So, but first of all, if you're a Barry fan, we can make you a Shark fan. And we got room to jump on the bandwagon here right now if you guys want to become Shark fans.
Listen, I'll hop on your Barry. Just don't tell the athletic department over there. I'll have people giving me the side eye. Just keep it on the low, Coach. That's I don't want to, when I go back for homecoming week, I don't want people giving me dirty looks. But listen, it's still an awesome story. Even still, like it's an incredible feat because you are right. There's a lot of talent in this state, and to see what you guys have done. What is what was like your favorite moment after this is all over? Did you have a moment of reflection? Was it a talk with somebody? Was it senior players? Like, what was the moment that you just really appreciated doing what you guys did?
Unique for me was, first of all, we play a different style of basketball, but different than anybody else in the country. We're averaging 102 points a game, and through my coaching career, my teams have averaged 100 points a game. And I coached at a school called West Liberty University, and we were the highest scoring team in the country. And I left that program to come to South Florida and hang out with you guys down here for a few years. And we brought that same style of basketball. Well, my assistant coach stayed there at West Liberty, and that's who we met in the national championship game. Where I had coached, I was the head coach the previous 15 years. I'd worked there for 30 years. And of all people to meet in the national championship game is my former university, my former assistant coach, all my former players. I think I knew every fan in the stands there from West Liberty. That in itself was a special moment. Some good, some bad, but it was almost hard to believe, almost surreal that we got to the national championship game and it was against my former team. But it speaks volumes to a different style of basketball and one that we're playing. We're the only two teams playing it, and we met in the national championship game.
Coach, can you give us a little bit of the backstory on your relationship with Erik Spoelstra? Because he had come to meet with you a few seasons ago to get offensive ideas and to learn some things from you. Like, is there a backstory that, like, how did that all kind of come to be? And what was have you seen some of your stuff like implemented from the Heat over the years? You're like, that's me. I got that.
Only when they do something really good, then I'll take credit for. No, and I'm not saying he was come to learn anything. He's just an incredible person, an incredible coach. And I didn't know Coach Spoelstra, and I had done a podcast about style of play, and figuring no one's going to listen to this podcast. Evidently, he does listen to that stuff, and he just cold called me and said, "Hey, you want to get together and talk basketball?" I said, "Heck yeah!" And so I'll come up your way. And I figured he'll come up and we'll hang out for an hour or two and just talk basketball. And he was here for 5 hours, quickest 5 hours I can remember. We talked a lot about basketball. I don't know that he learned anything. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about the NBA. I didn't know anything about the NBA. And I don't know the relationship between Pat Riley and the head coach and what's it like for the players on the end of the bench and all the things you kind of wonder about that you don't really know. I learned a lot about the NBA from Coach Spoelstra, and we've had a chance to get together since then. And I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the Heat. I'm a fan of Coach Spoelstra.
I understand they were watching you guys. Like that was going on. I think before their game they were watching the champion. So you knew that they were in tune with what you guys were doing.
Yeah, I mean it's just. I mean he's so nice. He sent me a nice text, and all the coaches were working out, and they had us on the screen watching our game. And they gave us a nice video fist bump after, for winning a championship, and just generally nice guys, and the same thing with, he's been here, he's come up and watched his practice. Jim Larrañaga has been here to watch his practice. Dusty's been here from Florida Atlantic. These guys are basketball junkies. I should be following them around trying to learn from, but they're all coming and hanging out because, they don't have egos. These are guys from South Florida that are great coaches that are just look at anything. If they were willing to talk to me and watch Nova Southeastern work out, they're open to anything. And whether they got an idea or not, I don't really know. All I learned was these are really good guys, really good basketball coaches. I'm glad they're getting the notoriety that they deserve right now, especially the college coaches. I know Spoelstra he was picked as the top coach by the general managers this year, like 2-1 over any other coach. So I've had a chance to meet some great people and great coaches, and those are definitely 3 guys that's been a pleasure to meet down here in South Florida.
So how are you guys going to celebrate? Like, honestly, what are some of the ideas that have been kicked around? You guys got to get something good, Coach. This is a big deal.
They talked about a parade, and I thought, boy, that'll be a fiasco. I can't even, it'd be a parade with like nobody on the sidewalk, one of those kind of deals.
No, but you got the best field in the world, right down the street. You got a rodeo.
Yes, you're the first one who brought that up. I'm not going to get on one of those bulls or anything, but somehow, I've asked to throw out a few pitches, except when I throw out a pitch, I don't want to be like an honorary thing. I actually want to pitch to somebody.
Yeah.
I want to play second base for a couple innings maybe, but if I go to the rodeo, I don't think I want to get involved there. I just
no. You don't have to actually do the rodeo, but that's where the parade needs to go. The parade needs to go through there. You got space.
Right down University all the way to the rodeo. You want it to go past Griff's?
You're very limited. You got 84 in Griffin. And I know driving in South Florida and living in Davie that if there's anything in the street slowing people from getting to their house, they ain't gonna be happy. They don't care who won the championship. They need to get to their house.
Parade at
Leroy. It would work if we brought some like radio personalities in. They could be like the grand marshal.
We're in, Coach. Listen, you want us? You let us know, man. You got our numbers. We'll be there, man. We'll be there to celebrate. This is an awesome accomplishment that should be celebrated down here in South Florida for sure.
That's a commitment now. If we ever parade, you guys are in it.
We're
let
in.
us know. You let us know,
We're
Coach. We appreciate the time. Congratulations. Keep enjoying this, and all the best to you. And try not to, go easy on my Buccaneers next year, right?
Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
There you go. Jim Crutchfield, head coach of Nova Southeastern
Gotta tell
University,
you.
undefeated champion.
Let's put this in perspective. He has lost one game in 2 years.
Yep.
So at that rate, it would take them, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 8 years to lose the same amount of games as the Marlins lost last week. I'm just trying to put it in perspective so people understand how ridiculous that is.
Schmeathan goes, wow, look at this Barry fraud joining in the Nova pit. Don't tell anybody over there.
Hey,
I'm sending this to Don't tell anybody over there. Don't tell Bucky.
Are you gonna wear like a Bucky shirt?
I do have
underneath
I have some I do have Bucky's. No, I don't think I'm allowed to.
Didn't you throw out a first pitch?
I did throw out the first pitch. Right down the pipe.
Was it really?
It was.
Who was there? 12
Rob
people?
with good access.
Yeah. I was opening. It was homecoming weekend.
Was there a pitch clock?
No pitch clock.
Oh, look, dude, that's old rules.
A lot of the baseball players on the team though did love the silly sauce. They loved the show. I was surprised by that. I was like,
oh,
is
really?
this on the show?
So, well, if they,
don't tell Barrett.
if they love the show, they probably heard this, you idiot.
Yeah, good point.
What are you doing? Oh,
Hey,
so
can
they're
we
gonna
wipe
have
this?
they're gonna have a picture of you
Listen, just
and just
keep
put
the interview, Marcos,
underneath
but
it.
wipe from the podcast the part where I commit to going to Nova. I really don't want the athletic
Kick
department to be
rocks.
mad at me.
Oh no, man!
Actually,
Listen,
email them personally.
listen. We have to be in this parade. One, y'all could just drop me off at home. Just bring the parade to my house.
Party at Leroy's.
I was gonna say,
We're just gonna have all
let's
the
get it.
Sharks at Leroy's house
Yeah,
for a
Sharks.
barbecue.
Yeah,
I mean,
there we
have
go.
Fonz. Fonz is the biggest FAU fan I know. So
Yeah,
I
that is
think
true.
It's,
He is an Owls lifer.
It's close up the street,
Dude.
Same thing. Could transfer his
He's
fandom
been
over.
an Owls lifer for about a month and a half.
Look, Tobin just hop bandwagons. You can do whatever you want.
Although he was shook. I told him, I said,
Yeah, that's
man,
a
I said, let me
crazy way
explain
to
something.
lose.
Let me explain something to you. I said, you think it's bad for you? Imagine being one of those players. Like dude, sports is the only thing that can take you from being 100% miserable to 100% elated, from 100% elated to 100% miserable.
Yeah.
In a matter of seconds.
Crazy.
There's nothing else in that you go through that'll put you through that. Now that's from a fan's perspective. Imagine being a player that everything that you've done all year comes down to somebody else hitting the fadeaway shot.
Ethan says championship party at Roundup. Now that's a party.
That's a party.
That's a
That's
party
a
right
good
there.
after party.
Woo woo. What do you think parades start at 8 at night?
I don't know.
No, it should.
Parades are like
we're gonna change
9
the
in
way
the morning.
We're gonna change the way
Exactly, it's the
parades are done.
after party.
Yeah. Change
So
the
no.
game.
So here's what we do. We got it. You ready?
Yeah.
So you're gonna go and you're gonna start on Davie Road, right? You're gonna go up to Orange Road. Then you're gonna go down to, or you can even go Griffith. You're gonna go to University, circle it around, and then come back up Davie down 84, and then go to what's the rodeo? There's a rodeo over there. I can't think of the name
It's
of
the
it.
Davie Rodeo.
No, it's not.
I think it is.
It's a family
Isn't
name.
there actual multiple rodeos going on there?
No, there's just
Wait.
a
I've
family
seen
owns
different-
a family owns
No,
it.
the Davie Rodeo next to Griff's.
It's not called the Davie Rodeo.
Dude, it's called the Davie
It's
Rodeo.
a family name.
I'm looking it
What's
up.
the name of the road? Apologize to me.
Wait,
I live in Davie.
Isn't it
you
like
idiot.
orange something?
Davie Rodeo. No, it's the Bergeron Rodeo.
Bergeron
grounds.
Rodeo. Thank you.
Dude, nobody goes to Bergeron. They go to the Davie
Oh,
Rodeo.
No, it's Bergeron. It's big. It's a whole thing. They have they do all kinds of stuff there.
I actually got to say the most intangibles thing. I really do want to go to a rodeo.
I want to go
Wait.
to one too. Wait,
Wait.
There's one called University Dodge Orange Blossom
You ready for
Festival
this?
Rodeo.
You ready for this?
Yes.
In
Not
Davie.
only have I been to a rodeo,
Hmm.
I have been to the Super Bowl of rodeos.
What? Whoa.
I want to go.
So
to
when I
one.
was in second grade, my parents, split up. So we moved to Denver with my godparents. And one of my cousins was a pilot. So he said, hey, who wants to go for a ride in a plane? Cool. Now, those little planes are frightening, but
Yes.
I went. We went to Cheyenne, Wyoming. It's right next.
Wow.
And we
You've
went
been to
the rodeo.
Wyoming?
I went to the Cheyenne rodeo.
Man, I want to go to Wyoming.
Yes. Can I just tell you?
What?
I really want to
Yeah.
go.
You
What?
want?
Can I just say something?
She
What's up
says
with
that.
Latinos and mountains?
Can I just say something?
What?
I've never heard her that happy before.
Because there's been like
I really
everybody
wanna go
takes visits to
I
Tennessee,
really
right?
do.
Tennessee. Everybody goes up to Tennessee now.
They do go to Tennessee.
Right, to the mountains. And now you want to go to what's in Wyoming?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna explain myself.
Come on!
You ruined it.
You want to go ride horses and stuff?
I want to do everything I cannot do here in Miami.
What?
And there is no mountains here. So yeah, I want to go.
you wanna
somewhere
hike?
else
But
and
why do you
see
want to
them.
go to
Yeah.
Wyoming?
Who wants to hike?
I want to go all around the US.
Who wants to hike? You know remember I told you
Me.
the Canadians came into town?
Yep.
Yes.
Guess what they do?
They go on
They
cruises.
no.
Oh.
No, this is the cousins. That was the aunt uncle.
A lot of Canadians. Huh?
So they take an RV
That's awesome.
and they have
Ooh.
driven, and they only have 4 more states to go. But over the
Oh,
past
wow.
few years, every summer they get in the RV for 3 months,
That's exciting.
and they've almost gone to every state. They've gone all the way across Canada.
Wow.
They've gone all the way down to Key West. They've gone to almost every state. So, yeah.
I don't know. North Dakota, South Dakota, I can do it.
Can I just tell you, no lie,
Beautiful views.
they had a convention in North Dakota, and the Vikings had a booth there. So they brought a few of us there.
Like the actual Vikings?
It seems like the
Mitch
actual
Erickson?
Vikings would be there.
Let me explain something to you.
What?
It was an adjustment period because you used to be in the cities,
Sure.
right? So if they say, "Oh, we'll put you up in a hotel,"
Yep.
well,
You think you're right there in the midst of it?
the top of the line hotel. Here's how the different levels. If you walk into a building and then take an elevator to your room, that's probably a upscale. When you get one of them keys with the big hubcap on it, and you walk outside to your room,
Yeah.
that was the best they had to offer. And I was like, whoa. And they go, I say, hey, where can we get something to eat? Hell, hon, I don't know. Everything closed here around 7. I was like, goodness. So you had to eat before?
Yeah, you had to get
Oh,
An
man.
adjustment.
Take
Yep.
a quick break here on the show. Thanks
Did-
again to Coach Crutchfield.
Did have
for
a
joining us.
Cracker Barrel, though.
Of course, obviously.
Mm.
We'll take a break. Back after this. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560. Take you up until 2 o'clock. Got rats off a ship. We'll do it next hour. Thanks again to Coach Jim Crutchfield for joining us.
Dude,
What?
you can't just punch in the number
Yeah,
to
why?
watch TV?
Where's the Marlins game? I know it's not on for another 20 minutes, but where is it?
Here's the deal. There's 2 Bally stations.
I know.
There's
it's annoying.
Bally's for Tampa and Bally's here. So if I go through and it says, oh, this is Bally Sports, if it's Tampa, that's the wrong one.
Yesterday,
You need South
I
Florida.
had Bally 1, 2. I had Bally 1, Bally 2. And so I had to be on Bally 1 for the Marlins,
Right.
Bally 2 for the Panthers. Now I ended up just going to Bally's Sun because I was watching the Heat on the big TV, and then I put the other 2 on the computer. But let's go, Marcos. Fix it. Hey,
See,
I'm sorry. Fix it.
you
I'm
watch
doing-
sports differently
doing my best.
than I do.
What do you mean?
Because here's how I do it. I'll say I put on the Heat game. All right, this is going to be one of those days. Then I flip it over to Panthers.
Yep.
Right? All right. But then, I like to watch my shows. So NCIS New Orleans comes on every night. Or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And Everybody Loves Raymond is one of my favorites.
Leroy,
Don't you one finger me.
You had one of the most important nights of the season last night for stakes of playoffs and the best pitcher in baseball.
I watched all of it.
And you skipped out on it for Brad Garrett?
No, I watched all of it.
God.
I watched all of it.
Hey, Ray.
No, listen. I got to tell you, we went to Vegas and we let Vegas go in that Brad Garrett. He sucks. He has mailed it in.
He's the worst stand-up act I've ever seen. Have you ever had Brad Garrett at the Improv?
No,
He's got. Why would he come to the Improv? He's got his own place in Vegas.
I saw him in Palm Beach.
When?
No, that's how I saw him. I saw him at the Palm Beach Improv.
Not before he got his own place in Vegas. That
No,
place
it was after. I
Hey,
saw him. I told you. I said, dude,
I'm willing to bet that place is closed. Well, no, because see, he doesn't
he's got a
perform.
lot of
every-
money, dude.
No, but he doesn't perform all the time.
He's got that Jimmy John's money now.
He doesn't perform though. He brings in artists.
No, but he is a stand-up comic. Like he does.
I know.
That's why I was
He's
very
not-
confused by his act.
He's not funny.
He's not funny.
No. Oh man.
Hey, Ray. I thought I was going to get that guy. He was very angry.
His comedy
I
club.
was like, why is Ray's brother yelling at me?
Right. Because he didn't. He didn't. That's the only way. He
I
can
mean,
get
good
his shine.
actor, obviously.
Yeah,
because
that's
he
the
was.
only way he can get his shine.
Hey, Ray.
And he's a giant.
He
Like
is.
6'8".
Marlins are coming up at 1. Fix it, Marcos. Hey, fix it.
Why do we have so many Tampa Valleys, dude? This the
Why
third
is the
one.
Rays pregame on?
Marco.
Where's the
Things are missing.
fix it?
You know why? Because it might have cost 12 more cents to make sure you could have it labeled South Florida. 12 cents.
I
wanna
think that's
watch-
people messing with the actual.
I want to fix it.
Or the people who put this together don't know anything about sports, and when they saw Bally Sports, they just assumed that
I mean,
was
Bally
it.
did see like they're kind of like us. Like we have like every sports team, so now we're putting things on like HD4. So it's like
No, there's 2 channels. If you have AT&T, it's there's 1720 and 1722, or without HG, just 720, 722. That is the Marlins or the Heat, or on
No,
722.
the Marlins. So like in the Marlins on DirecTV, which is I think where we get fed, is it's 653 is Sun, and then 654 is Florida. But then there's -1, -2 if there's multiple games, because like you said, they have to do Rays, Marlins, Panthers,
No, I don't have
all on
all-
Florida.
I don't have all that.
I do.
Well, so
And so fix it.
There's 4 different channels for Tampa.
They're all Tampa?
MLB Network, according to our system. Fox Sports, according to our system. NFL Network is also Tampa.
You know what country?
Where's true?
I'm gonna see.
Are they playing already? No.
No, this is Okay, actually, I don't know.
No, that's a replay. They're doing a pregame.
Pregame.
But the Marlins are getting ready to take out. By the way, I wanted to bring this up. I thought
Can anybody's game start on the hour?
It start 1:10.
They all start crazy time.
1:10. Pablo Lopez on the. I thought Craig Mish had an interesting tweet. All right,
what do you say?
Love Craig Mish.
Yeah,
Craig. He tweeted out after the game yesterday. He says, "I really don't get bent on the whole fans showing up or not at the ballpark thing anymore. But what can possibly be the excuse to not pack this park every Sandy Alcántara start? He is a superstar.
He is. Because let me tell you why. We have 2 million people that want to complain about the sports teams, but only 100,000 of them actually support those sports teams. And the people that actually go to games, that appreciate baseball, that go to baseball games regardless. So I would say I would say Robbie, you can take all this in and take it for what it is and realize that you're witnessing greatness, right? A lot of random people just want to complain about the sports down here without fully understanding what they can be a part of.
I haven't seen many guys be able to give Marlins bump in attendance. Dontrell obviously did it, and Jose did it. Yep. I don't know why Sandy hasn't quite gotten the love and extra buzz. I'm not talking like, to Craig's. I'm not expecting 30,000 people, but the listed attendance yesterday was 10,000. I saw some pictures. It looked really sad. And I don't want to do this whole Marlins thing. Will people go out? I'm saying, why doesn't his greatness capture it like Jose's did? Because Jose wasn't on good teams. They had some better players. Okay, they had Stanton or Yelich. You guys weren't going out for them for the other games. Okay, right. So I'm curious as to why Sandy Alcántara's greatness hasn't translated into a bump. Because, quite frankly, he's the best pitcher the franchise has ever had. Right. And I say that as somebody who loved Jose Fernandez as a player. Mm-hmm. He was great. Sandy's better. And I don't quite know. Because he's charismatic. He is overpowering. I don't really know what I know that now, community-wise, there's obviously, we just saw this with the World Baseball Classic. There is obviously a big cultural story tied with Jose because he's Cuban and, he came over here. So maybe there's just a little bit more emotional tie there. But as we just saw, that ballpark fill up for the Dominican team and Venezuelan team, like nobody wants to go see this guy pitch. He's amazing.
This is one of the reasons why I get so annoyed about the complaining about how sports teams do business down here, or what they do, or how they do it, or complaining about for the first 3 years Stephen Ross owned the team, all they did was complain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on, you want a guy that's going to spend the money he's going to spend. All right. They complain about the Heat for reasons you have no reason to. I get the Marlins thing. Okay. But here's where we are with the Marlins. We're at a social standoff. And that is, the Marlins want you to have trust and faith in them and buy tickets. And you're like, no, player, put something on the field and then we'll come.
I get it, but it kind of goes out the window with Sandy. Like, first of all,
no, you want to see greatness.
Baseball, you get to see this guy pitch. He's going to pitch all game, basically. You're saying, I'm going to get at least, you want to go watch stars in baseball, right?
You're going to get at least
You're going to get this guy at least 7 innings.
The best pitcher in the league.
Maybe a complete game. Oh, well, baseball games are long. Maybe the fastest game you've ever been to. Okay. The best in the game. Best. Cy Young Award. He does something at a durability standpoint that nobody does. And so, all right, you want to tell me, well, I don't want to, they don't have the line. Dude, you're there to see him pitch. I'm talking about seeing his greatest because the guys, look, you guys had Giancarlo Stanton here, Miguel Cabrera here, Hanley Ramirez here, and he didn't go. So I'm not, obviously hitters aren't the draw. Overall, I get it. People want to see runs, but no everyday player for the Marlins has been the bump. Jose Fernandez gave the team a bump. Now, I get the Cuban connection there. That's probably a huge part of it. And Jose was a star. He was electric. But you also have one here. And I don't really understand why there's been this standoff. And yeah, maybe it is people are just at this apathetic standstill with the Marlins. I get it. They have not been a good team for the last 5 years. They haven't been really a good team since they've been in that building. But Jose pitched in that building.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out what Jose Fernandez had that as an X factor that Sandy doesn't, because I really don't think that the teams or anything has really been drunk. And the other thing is, okay, you want to say don't commit. They gave him an extension. They locked him up.
I would say
they did something they didn't do with Jose.
Personality?
He's kind of a dog, though. Like
I know, but
Jose
seemed to be a little more.
Yeah, Jose was next level flamboyant on the mound.
Right.
Next level flamboyant. Right. But Sandy's got like, dude, we've seen Sandy chew out his manager. Like they did this piece yesterday on the game where it was like, he's like, oh, we've had that talk with Skip Schumacher. I just think I think he's a badass. I think he's so cool. When he was fighting Ronald Acuna, I mean, like, I don't know, man. It's think about the work that he's done. That dude came here, wasn't confident doing interviews in English. Now he's like one of the voices of the team. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't. It's one of these things where it's like, hey, I'm not yelling at you because I get why I've heard all the reasons 100 times. I understand. And I say this as somebody who's been a season ticket holder for the Marlins. I understand some of the arguments. What I'm saying is, with this guy in particular, right, I think they fall flat. And I think you guys are missing out. And I really think that if you want to like baseball, if you want to see one of the best do it, man, this guy really does deserve your support locally. He really does.
Which brings me to my question is that if you can't understand or appreciate what you have down here as far as Sandy, are you just not that big a sports fan?
I don't know.
Which is crazy because, again, for people that say we don't have fans down here, let me give you the World Baseball Classic, in which you showed up in droves, in numbers, to go see your national team play. And so, like, yeah, do they have baseball fans here? Yeah. By evident, was the second time it's been down here?
It's been here. It's been here
I think
multiple
like
times. This is the
year.
first time. This is, I think, the second time they've had the championship.
Okay, so like, yeah, there's and what happens to people down here is they'll give you excuses of why they don't go, and I always wonder, well, are they as big fans as they say, or do they start a conversation by saying I'm a big fan, so that you'll listen to them complain about the team?
Okay, but like, I guess my point here is I don't want to yell at the fans because like that seems.
I'm not mad. It's your prerogative.
That seems pointless. But I'm telling you right now, if you are a sports fan or you do want to see, like, man, this guy seems worth it to go to the show, and I just feel like more people got to. You got to go out there and see this.
Are you ready for this
one?
Yeah. Where is it? Hold on. Dade South. Quato is Hamdi, all you can tear.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Back after this. All right. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM.
I'm looking for my winners. Looking for the winners.
Dolphin Kane says Tobin worked for free at a Marlins game like Rihanna at the Super Bowl. It's true, just for the exposure.
So strange, dude. Like, you think Rihanna needs exposure? I think she got paid, dude.
No, they don't get paid.
They
dude.
don't get paid.
I don't believe that. Everyone says that. I don't believe
They don't
it.
get paid because the NFL sells it as you want to be seen by over 200 million people.
People know who Rihanna
I was
is.
very
so,
scared for
yeah.
Rihanna
I was
on that levitating stage.
I tell you what, they finding more and more creative ways to like kind of make music entertaining with how they present it.
Yep.
That was frightening.
I was
What
scared.
about when Katy Perry came in on a horse?
Yep, remember that.
Iconic performance. One of my favorites.
My favorite performance other than Prince was when Michael Jackson did it and they just showed him popping up all over the stadium. And then he popped out from under the floor. But it was like on top of the stadium. They would like show and it'd be Michael Jackson dancing. And they show over here Michael Jackson dancing. So yeah, that was a cool. I think it was 94 San Diego. I think that was it.
You guys see Joey Chestnut was at the Heat game yesterday?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Did he get some love on the jumbotron?
Well, he wasn't at the Heat game. I guess technically he was at the Pistons game. He was there at Little Caesars. He apparently ate 38 wings in 3 minutes.
Did he?
Yeah.
How many wings could you eat in 3 minutes?
I was thinking about this.
Yeah, that's a good question.
3 minutes?
3 minutes.
I think I could polish off a 20 piece.
20?
Dude.
No way, dude.
Wait.
I think I could do it.
First of all,
yeah.
I've seen this man
Mhm.
eat a cheeseburger, fries, and drink a full soda.
Yeah.
During the break.
5 minutes.
If that.
All right.
I was so enamored by what he was doing, I stopped eating. So when he says I could eat
20,
he says I could eat 20,
I think I could do a
20
20
wings in
piece.
3.
I think I could do it.
Didn't
What
he
kind
eat-
of wings?
What didn't he eat that entire plate at the Marlins game when you went to go pick up your barbecue sauce? Within that time, he was already done.
He was done.
Yeah. I'm a speed eater. I think I could do it.
You're always busy.
What do you mean?
I feel like that's why you eat so fast. It's like you don't usually. It's like, oh, I was in the military. That's why you always looking for the next
No, dude,
the next story.
Dude, even when we have hours, we have
I house it
hours
down.
to eat. He is not playing.
I have to like consciously, like when I go on a date with my wife, I have to eat slower. Because she's
yeah.
like, and then I'll just be staring at her while she eats.
Probably hates
But
that.
here's what I do. I see my eating is not as long as him, but my prep time. I have to have all of my I have to have all of my sauces. I have to have all of my, hot sauce, all of what I'm eating it with. So if I'm having
You're an
my
artist.
fries-
You're an artist.
Yeah, I like to have everything good to go so that once I start eating, I don't have to stop to get something.
I agree with that.
So I always do. So like when we go eat, like so in Vegas is the buffet, right? The same buffet costs $15 more on Friday. So we acted a damn fool on Monday through Thursday.
If they weren't too spicy, I think I could do 20. Like if it's spice, I feel like if I gotta breathe through my my nostrils like a
Yeah,
Gila
but
monster.
nobody makes wings like that. Like
Yeah, if they're
buffalo
buffalo
sauce.
wings.
Buffalo sauce is not spicy; it's a flavor.
Yeah.
So everybody associate buffalo with hot. So yeah, but
How many seconds do you think it takes to eat a wing?
it depends. 2 bone, 1 bone.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
Tell
I
me.
think 2 bones are easier to eat in that environment because you got to kind of go around the 1 bone. But if you get the 2 bone, you can just bang it on the table, separate, whoop, whoop, done.
It's true.
So yeah, but no, I'm just trying to think. I like to get so if I get eggs and sausage, I get my pepper, I get a little salt, some hot sauce, little ketchup to go with my hash browns. Then I got to get my toast, butter it up, right?
what?
And then toast.
I was trying to think.
It's dipping eggs, dude.
You know what I was thinking about?
Dipping eggs. You can't just go.
I heard something else. Sorry.
One of the OG boots on the ground things that I did in recent years when I was really getting my boots back working, I went down to a BurgerFi.
Ooh.
I want to say what the hell what was it? It might have been in Kendall. And Kobayashi showed up.
What? At a BurgerFi?
Kobayashi, they had Kobayashi there for the opening to take on John Crotty and Bam Adebayo.
Wow, that's amazing.
I remember that.
Yep.
Damn. That sounds like a fun event.
They also, who else? They had some former Cowboy. I forget who was there, but
strange.
I specifically remember John Crotty and Bam there.
Yeah. Did
Bam ate what, 3?
They didn't even finish a burger by the time Kobayashi polished off 20. Wow. It's Kobayashi.
That's amazing, too.
Still amazing that they haven't showed down in a while. Like when they need to link back up.
Yeah.
Ooh, Kobayashi and
it's like
Chestnut.
it's like Mayweather Pacquiao. Like, let's go. Come on, we got to make this happen.
Exactly.
We got to have the showdown, dude. You know?
They fight no more.
Who? Kobayashi and Chestnut?
No.
I hope they don't fight.
Apparently they're gonna do a tag team fight.
Yeah, that's true. Pacquiao, right?
Yeah.
Tag team fight.
Now some people are saying he's really gonna come out of retirement too.
Who?
Pacquiao.
Who was he tag teaming with?
Because he lost his presidential campaign.
He did.
Yeah.
So he can actually like fight and not have to deal with political scrutiny.
Yeah, but he's old. Like he shouldn't fight anymore.
That's true.
He's like 50 almost? 45,
50, but he's in his 40s. Yeah.
He's also really rich too. There's no need to like. It's not like he.
I tell you what, though.
He's really rich, but here's the thing: like, he just gives his money away.
Yeah.
Like people literally line out of the Pacquiao
They line
mansion
up and he walks the line and hands out money.
Money. You're not gonna stay rich that way. Well, he's not gonna stay rich because he gambles way too much.
It's true.
Floyd ain't running out.
I don't know, dude.
Floyd ain't running out.
Why is he showing up for $10 million exhibitions all the time?
Because would you say no to $10 million?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to it, but
I don't care how much money you got.
God, that is a lot of people he's giving money to.
I know.
What is he
Look at that
doing?
line, dude.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, he needs money. God, he is funding the entire country.
I just watched a commercial with dancing gumballs. I don't know. It was a simply.
I have a question though for this for these headlines. Which are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know truck.
Where's my Marlins game, dude?
No,
fix
it's
it.
not. I couldn't
Fix it.
Listen.
All right, I'll just get it up on my computer. Don't worry.
What? That was an option the whole time?
That was so nice compared to.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna be that way tomorrow.
All right, we'll take a break.
Yes, sir.
15 minutes of heat is next.
On the drive. Push off. Flip it up and in. Oh, and now he's screaming at Detroit's bench. Letting them know. Let them know, Jimmy. On the run. 25 points.
As a closer, he's going to make, so many of those kind of winning plays.
Look at a little clock. 33 seconds to go. Now the drive. Right over the top of Amarillo. Oh, no. He keeps somebody on that Detroit bench, got him going. Because he's barking at everybody over there.
I'm not sure. You got to ask Jimmy. You got to ask Jimmy.
I will eventually. I thought you might.
I have no clue.
Okay.
But I like it.
Whatever it was.
That last shot he hit was tough.
Oh, my goodness. Who was he barking at down there? Detroit. Somebody was.
If I hit that, I'd be barking at everybody.
Tyler, the floater from the free throw line. He walked it in. He rattled it in. Tyler Hero with 18.
I mean, each year I'm with JB, he shows me something different. He's grown every year I've been here. It's been a pleasure to get to know him, pleasure to play alongside him. He's a hell of a competitor. I'm continuing to learn from him as well.
A little Goosey's montage from Marcos. Jim VP last night. Take it over when he feels like it. He will do it when he feels like it.
You see LeBron got him a new K-Love in L.A. Is that Reeves?
Austin Reeves, yeah. Austin Reeves, all of a sudden he's got this swagger to him.
Oh, my goodness. There's nothing funnier than a guy who you've never heard
They're on a little bit of a Runsky.
All of a sudden talking to, they might end up in like the
fifth spot.
6.
Yeah.
They want the 6th spot. You know why? For some reason, nobody's giving Sacramento any credit. But they're actually pretty good.
Well, Heat win last night. They took out the Pistons.
Now they're in 6th place?
No, they're still in 7th. They're a game back now. They need to finish, but they need to finish ahead of Brooklyn. They can't tie them. Brooklyn has the tiebreaker. So right now the Heat would need to you need to win out, or you need to go 2-1 and Brooklyn to go 0-3, or you need to win out and Brooklyn go 1-2. So, hey.
So, wow. So you are basically rooting for something that you haven't seen all year.
Yup.
Good luck with that.
Well, I'm not counting on it. I'm preparing myself to play the Hawks on Tuesday.
We'll just say first time shame on you, second time shame on me.
That is what they say.
Yeah. Okay.
That is what they say.
All right.
But
my ass.
What?
Like, there is no but.
You don't think they can get their first 5-game win streak to end the season? Problem?
The way this team goes, if they get the 5-game winning streak, they'll go in the playoffs and get swept.
Should tell you guys a little bit of breaking news while we were watching during the break, because I fixed it. I got to see the Marlins game Leroy and I were watching. Although, Leroy, I don't know why you're so hard on me.
No, so, Marcos, here's the problem with this guy.
Yes.
You'll be having regular conversations, and he just will inject silly sauce, random silly sauce. So we were talking, and Solera hit a
huge bomb,
a bomb, and then we saw Jazz Chisholm get hurt before that.
Yeah, that was the breaking news.
So I was like,
Wait, you just bury the lead there?
Yeah, he got to just bury the lead.
I said solo for Solera, and then old Dum Dum over here.
Yikes.
You want to tell him? I don't want to not give it justice.
All right.
Well, as he's rounding the bases, I sing Red Solar Cup. I fill you up. Let's hit a home run. Let's hit a home run.
Hey,
Leroy was not happy.
To which I said, why do you have to ruin everything? Right? Everything.
I was trying to cheer us up because Jazz got hurt. He did look like he basically was trying to steal second, and he looked in a lot of pain. Like it was something with his
You know
shoulder.
what sucks about stealing bases? When the very next pitch guy hits a home run and your ass could have been at first base.
True, pair. Yeah, true.
I hate that.
True.
But it's Jazz. Jazz gets to steal.
Yep.
Right?
Been a lot of steals too. That's been another thing because
So what was his injury?
Shoulder.
It looks something with his shoulders.
So he was like, sliding in.
No, he didn't. He went arms first. He went Superman.
He went arms, but it looked like the guy kicked him basically in the shoulder.
Here's what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Okay, he went in head first. He had the little glove on so he don't mess up his hands, right? But when he slid into the base, he basically hit his head on the guy's knee who was straddling the base, and it kind of jerked his head to one side. And when you do that, you kind of, that muscle starts spasming on your trap. So that's why he's like, it seems like it's excruciating.
Yep. Because
I get that all the time. I have to bring my, when I get it, I have to get my little, remember I bring my little.
Is that worse than a stinger? Is that what that is? Is that a stinger?
Well, a stinger is a little bit different in that it'll go down your arm and then eventually it'll subside. This is like muscular.
He looked like he was in a lot of pain.
Yeah, but spasm, because it's like you can't move right. So, all right.
So yeah.
Are we ready to pick our winners yet?
The Marlins are up. The Marlins are up 1-0 though, so that's good.
Yep.
Lazaro just got out of the second.
Yep. Excellent.
All right, so now we have to replace him. I'm assuming he's out for the game. We have to put a center fielder in there who probably has more experience than Jazz. Maybe he'll do an adequate job at least for us to get out of here.
I mean, I think if they put a center fielder in, they'll actually look better.
Oh, by the way,
yeah,
this is important.
What's important?
The Marlins.
Look at me.
Oh, okay.
It better be important, because I'm tired of you asking people what they want and getting people to pay attention, and then you come across the hot wire with some garbage. So this better be important.
Well, we were debating earlier in the show about the turnover chain, and I was explaining how the influence has swept sports. Marlins have unveiled home run chain.
Whoa!
Home run chain, dude.
Someone's got a chain. Is it Aqua?
No, it's it's like the Marlins logo on a giant chain.
Okay.
I mean, it's not quite the same swag as the turnover chain.
All right.
But it's a chain nonetheless.
Home run chain. We gotta look
A
this up.
chain nonetheless. I said it to J-Fig. We could see if we can get it up here for the Twitch audience. But Jorge Soler.
Yeah.
Red Soler Cup. I fill you up.
Once you realize how much it annoyed me, now you're just.
And wear it home run chain.
Home run derby.
It's not working. All right. My stupid mail. There, I'll throw it up here on the camera.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't have anything.
Here we go. Boom.
All right. That's not that bad.
Yeah. No,
that's cool.
It's all right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anyway.
I mean, obviously the Hurricanes get
But
gaudy with it,
guess what?
What?
You don't take out the chain if you're down 5 runs.
Probably not.
Okay, but that's the point I was making about the turnover chain also.
Was there ever really an embarrassing moment that anybody can point to of putting on the turnover chain down 3 touchdowns? I don't recall. I don't recall this.
You can never recall.
I don't recall it.
Huh. When was the last time you actually remembered something?
I mean, usually I'm like a lockbox dude. It's all up there. So that's why I'm saying I don't recall.
Lockbox Tobes.
Because you want to, the memories go in, they don't go out. It's a lockbox.
Huh.
And this old noodle, it's a one-way street.
Think you can get some hair out of that noodle?
What? What do you mean? I don't get that.
Facial hair.
Oh, dude, listen. I'm feeling it. I need to get to a razor. It's too much. Speaking of hair, you know what else has hair? Rats.
Oh.
Rats off a ship.
Gotta tell you, man, everybody looked up because you never know. Kiwis.
Rats off the ship.
What do we got today for Rats Off a Ship, J-Fig?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. You didn't introduce the segment, but that's cool, you know.
He goes,
I don't do that.
Nah, I think you do.
Nah, I don't do that.
All right.
All right.
When have I ever done that?
You know his ass is
I was
wishy-washy.
trying to save some time.
Yeah, I'm not your dancing bear. I'm not always gonna do what you guys want me to do. Play the intro again, maybe. I mean, I don't know what you guys are referring to because I was a little late for the segment. I apologize.
All right.
I was posting our boy Jim Crutchfield, head coach at Nova Southeastern, posting that on our YouTube page.
Cool dude.
Cool dude. We
Like
liked
him.
We dug it.
Him and Coach L, they got a lot of energy. That guy has a
dude.
lot of energy.
All right, so play this again.
Rats off a ship. Game 6.
Rats off a ship.
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for our favorite Wednesday game. Rats off a ship.
Rats
What do we
off
got
a ship.
today, Murderer?
That's much better. All right. Number 1. Tyreek Hill. Trash talking the champs.
I'm not Rats Off a Ship. I love it.
Neither
Call
am
your
I.
shot, Cheetah. Let them know. Let them know what they missed. I love it. More of it. Give me more trash. More. Give me more trash.
Can you tell the backstory before you? He was doing a podcast with former teammates.
Yep.
And they were yucking it up.
Nah,
And they're
that's a
all
hard
friends
call out.
over there.
So they're getting the deuces.
No, it's not like a Jalen Ramsey call out. This is that's my boys. I can't wait to beat the brakes off of them. Put it in its proper perspective.
Call them out, dude. Hard call out.
Oh my goodness. This guy.
What about you? You Rats Off a Ship?
I'm not Rats Off a Ship.
All right, so we're samesies.
No. First of all, we are never samesies. Even if we agree, we are not samesies.
Kind of a weird, doesn't seem to make a lot of sense there to me, right, J-Fig?
I mean,
Where are your rats?
I'm samesies.
Yeah,
Not Rats Off
dude.
the Ship. I want more.
What about you, Marcos?
Getting me hype.
I want more. Not Rats Off a Ship. Yeah. What else? What's number 2, J-Fig?
The Patriots shopping Mac Jones.
Rats Off a Ship.
What?
Rats off a ship.
You want to know why?
He ain't gonna get that for him.
I want the Patriots to have Mac Jones. Mac Jones sucks. I never want him to leave the Patriots.
That's true.
I hope they don't shop him. I hope that Robert Kraft vetoes any trade.
They can shop him.
Anytime they try and even bring it up, I hope they keep Mac Jones. He stinks.
They can shop him.
Rats off a ship.
They can shop him.
Rats off a ship.
Doesn't mean anybody wants him.
Right.
What will you give me for?
I mean, you can drive down the car dealership. Everybody got that purple car sitting there. Thought it was gonna be cool when they ordered it.
Yeah. This is Bill Belichick. What can I get you from McCorkle?
Are you interested in Josh Rosen?
J-Fig, what about you?
Keep them.
Keep him, dude.
Keep them.
Keep him.
Rats Off a Ship.
Rats off a ship.
Marcos?
Also Rats Off a Ship. Keep them.
Rats off a ship.
I made that up.
What's number 3, J-Fig?
Joel Embiid winning MVP.
I will say it's likely that he is going to win MVP.
That's not the question, though.
However, Rats Off a Ship on him winning MVP.
Rats
Because
off
the
a
only
ship.
MVP I recognize is Jim VP, dude. Woo! Jim VP. Jim VP. Jim VP. Woo! Woo! Leroy.
I'm not Rats Off the Ship. He earned it. He
Yeah.
earned it.
Come on.
Really?
Jeez.
I mean, you
Cried enough about it.
Big baby, that guy.
Yeah. More like the BB VP.
All right.
Big baby, valuable player.
Okay.
Or most valuable BB.
You lost it.
-1.
I apologize.
You were a couple of letters away from being naked with a big girl.
J-Fig, Joel Embiid winning MVP.
Jim VP.
Jim VP. Jim VP. Marcos?
Did you actually say V? Or did you say B?
Marcos.
Marcos. Oh, that's me. Yeah, Jim VP, Rats Off a Ship.
Rats
Hey.
off a ship.
Yeah.
Fix it.
I'm trying my hardest.
It's
What's number
been
4, J-Fig?
43 minutes. Actually, more than that. It's been 1 hour.
I'm sorry.
Number 4?
Yeah.
Rory McIlroy.
Okay.
Wait. This is wait.
Okay.
Say it again.
No.
Say it.
Rory.
'Cause
Rory.
look at me.
I'm not gonna look. I'll turn.
No, because you're gonna make me laugh. That's why I can't say it correctly. No,
say
that the back of your head is even more funnier.
That's
I
true.
like how the camera's following him and nodding.
You know exactly who I'm talking about. Winning the
Rory.
Masters.
Rory McIlroy winning the Masters.
Well, you know where this is going.
Well, J-Fig.
Okay.
Rats off a ship
Oh,
because it's a major tournament, and that means Rory McIlroy doesn't win it.
choke.
It's only been, what has it been? How long was his last major tournament? 10 years ago? 8 years ago?
No, he's barely 30.
Ah, dude, it's been a long time, dude.
All right.
And by the way, you know what you did, Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
You know what you did, taking a shot at the Heat fans.
People don't forget.
I don't forget you winning the Canadian Open and saying that Raptors fans are better than Heat fans. And that and what if you want to know what he's done since then? You want to know what he's done since then?
Tell us.
Other than making a lot of money, nothing.
Wow.
Nothing, dude. Rats off a ship.
I'm not rats off a shit.
Of course not.
No, he's.
Fool me. You were the one who said, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me."
But
what
I
happens
know
with
here.
fool me every tournament because you
Do
do the
you
same
here
thing every time
here?
with Rory.
You know, Tiger Woods,
Yep.
who's considered the best.
The best.
He only wins 27% of his tournaments, and that's unheard of.
Okay.
So, like, yeah. Do I still think Rory's one of the best? Absolutely.
Define best.
I'm a Scheffler guy.
Oh.
Well, here's the deal. This term is won by guys who drive the ball well. He's one of the best at it. So,
all right. And how many green jackets does he have?
None. He's just waiting on this one.
He's waiting on it? It's like Joel Embiid was
the career Grand Slam.
Yeah, he's like Joel Embiid, just crying.
How many people do you think have the career Grand Slam?
6.
I've got
I
the
think
Grand
it's less
Slam
than
a couple
that.
times.
It's less than that.
It's Tiger,
Jack,
Arnold Palmer.
No.
Oh, that's a good guess.
That was a good guess.
That was a really good guess. Abby Gilmore.
No, you have oh my God, it's slipping my mind.
Oh, look at that.
He won all of the majors in the same year. But at the time it was all amateur events. So Bobby Jones.
Oh, can't forget Bobby.
Bobby Jones.
Ben Hogan.
Ben Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Gene Cesarin.
Gene Sarazen.
Sarazen.
Oof.
Already.
Is he like Cesarat? Like, read the word, dude.
Yeah. Confused me. I got
That's the same thing. Wait.
Actually,
Don't
his
look
fault.
at me.
I'm just telling you, the greatest show material in the world that was slipped on was her trying to say McIlroy.
What did you say?
What did I say?
Did they get on air?
McClory. No, McClory.
No, I did not say
You
that.
said McClory.
I did not say that.
Yeah, McClory might
did
win a
not
major.
say that.
McClory has a better
I
chance.
did not say that.
J-Fig.
I know how to read better than that.
You go, how do you say this? There's no A in it. Did you not say that?
I was messing with you and I said there was no A in it.
As I'm approaching
Because
it.
you looked at me.
Anyway. What about McClory? You think you like his chances?
No, I don't.
Marcos?
No way this guy's winning anything. He's a horrible person as well.
No, he's like the voice of the PGA Tour now.
Yeah, look at that.
Suit, a real company man.
Oh, of course he would be.
What's number 5, J-Fig? Our final topic.
Sad Luka Doncic.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to float over.
What?
Sad Luka, dog.
Why did you make him a sad goat?
He's a sad goat.
Why are you just?
He is sad and he will be.
He's sad.
Boo hookah.
What is he, lamb chop?
I used to love like
This is the song that doesn't end. And Luca's sad, oh sad, my friend. He
Now
doesn't
says
like
he's-
playing with Kyrie Irving. Mark
Now
Cuban's gonna
he
lose him to
misses
Jimmy
Jalen
Butler.
Brunson.
Song that doesn't end.
Huh?
Song that doesn't end.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't
What
end.
movie is that from?
That's Lamb Chop, dude.
That's after me.
It was a sock puppet. It was a sock puppet sheep.
Very cute.
Same era as Barney.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Barney making a comeback.
Listen,
What?
can I just say something?
Sorry.
Okay, I have never seen a Barney at a party where the kids weren't terrified. Stop having Barney at your parties, parents. The kids are terrified.
Peanut butter and jelly.
First of all, a giant purple thing eating peanut butter and jelly is ridiculous.
That's his favorite, dude. It is. And then they'd always get him. He'd never have milk to drink it down.
Well, no, here's the funny thing was, the kids. Kids are very observant. How is he eating that? He don't have no teeth.
No, he did have teeth.
He did have teeth.
He did have teeth.
It's just but one big strip of white in his mouth.
Races were too good.
Anyway,
He had Invisalign.
Sad Luka Doncic. I'm not rats off a ship on Sad Luka. I love Sad Luka. The sadder the better for old Tobes. All right, we're gonna get that beluga whale.
I'm not wrapped off a chip on Sad Luka because it always amazes me when people hear players disgruntled, the things that they do to make them happy, and it never usually works.
Yep.
Never usually works. So you think making Luka happy is bringing Kyrie in for 2 months?
This guy's all he's been asking for is please give me Goran Dragic, and Mark Cuban won't do it.
That's all he's asked.
Really?
That's all you've asked.
That's all I've asked for. Man, when he threw that lob to Giannis yesterday, so jealous. So jealous.
He's where he wants to be.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's looking good over there.
Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder was supposed to be our safety date.
It's true.
Safety date.
Yeah, taking like our cousin to the prom. Even he didn't come here.
Wow. You took a cousin to the prom?
Yeah, that's what all the hootenannies did.
What?
Oh, the hootenannies.
Yeah.
The old love to take their cousin to prom.
As much as I hate it, it's never not funny. You just like the old love peanut butter and jelly. Like you just say with everything. It's an insult to somebody.
What did I say last time? That they love to shrink.
Yeah,
they do love to shrink though.
The old love to shrink.
Waddle Baby Waddle says, I was right when we said we should have cut Yurt for Gogi. They don't even play Yurt now. Dude, that's what I was saying, though.
That's true.
Dude, let me tell you something. You heard it here first. At some point, Big Yurt is going to be a major contributor.
Not this year.
Do you even listen to me? Do you even listen to me? What did I say?
At some point.
At some point.
All right.
To which he replied, he put a time frame on it.
It's true. It's a complete opposite of what you said.
Oh, what a take by you. How so brave at some point in the future.
He's a rookie.
What a take.
Red Solar Cup.
See, now, can I just say, -1 his ass on the way out. That is
On the
ridiculous.
way out?
On the way out.
-1.
We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Wow.
Find out if only white people have been on Naked and Afraid next.
Wow.
Shut up, bitch.
Jesus Christ.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.